readjusting now, getting set up literally just now. One moment, please. Sorry, I'm a little bit late there. I'm a couple of minutes late. I'm usually on time, but I'm here, which is the main thing. I'm live, which is the main thing. I'm turning up the best I can, of course. Let me just adjust the lighting a bit on my ring light. We'll get there eventually. It's all good. Okay, so welcome to the Let's Get Inspired live vlog. My name's Brad. This is episode 81. Hi, Johnny. Good morning. How are you? I hope that you're okay. The title for today, I'm doing a chilled one today, and this is a space to be heard live. So it's gonna be community led. I'm gonna be reading all the comments. I decided not to do. My script is just very vague today because I don't know. I've been a bit fatigued this week. I've had a busy, hard week. Hence the reason I haven't gone live during the week this week. I've only gone live today. So I'm protecting my energy. And I'm just going to go with the flow with the conversation. So it could be deep. It could be random. It could go anywhere. So it's nice to just chill. In my opinion as well, it's good to go deep. It's good to talk about X, Y, Z. It's good to work on yourself. But I don't think, for me personally anyway, you can't do it all the time. I think you can get burnt out. So this is going to be a chilled one. So I'll read the comments as we go. Johnny says, doing great, thanks. Good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, Johnny. Hope you're all right. Good to hear that you're doing well. Yorick saying hi to me and hi to Johnny. Hi, Yorick. You've been doing really well, Johnny. Yorick, with your that game. It seems to be getting good views, better views than your other videos, than your other lives, Yorick. I'm sure you're already aware of that. And Yorick, a question to you as well is, how did the training go? What was the training that you were doing? Sorry, I forgot, because you was doing some training. And how did it go? And another question to Johnny is, how are you doing? Is obviously you've always said you're doing great. How is your content doing? And how's your week been? Is the question. I am gonna just put on here. I'm just gonna write something on here first, if I can. One moment, guys. Sorry. Whew. One moment, guys. Sorry, I'm just going to type that in, and then sorry, guys. I'll be with you in a minute. Right, done. Okay. There we go. Right. And please moderate. I'm going to read the comments now, guys. Sorry. Please, moderators, let me decide if I get rid of anybody. It's good for my algorithm. Even if it's trolls. It's part of life. Trolls are part of life. Toxic people are part of life. Anyway, I'm going to read the comments. Johnny's saying, having a coffee and enjoying the morning. Well, I'm with you all the way with that, Johnny. I'm having a coffee too and enjoying the morning, making the best of it. Johnny says hello to Yorick. Sander says good morning. Good morning, Sander. Johnny's right back at you with good morning to Sander. Yorick saying my rabbit Einstein's passed away. I'm so sad. Oh, I'm sorry, Yorick. Sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. When did that happen? I'm sorry, because you have a lot of love for your pet, of course, your rabbit, Einstein. I'm sorry that your pet's passed away, Yorick. I really, really am. And I hope that you're okay. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. And did you, do you know why, what was the reason that your rabbit passed away? Do you know the reason? what happened. If you want to talk about it, of course. Sandra says hello back to Johnny. I'll go through the comments. Sandra says, oh no, oh my God, Yorick, no. How? Johnny says, Yorick, still need to check out your channel. Yeah, check out Yorick's channel and vice versa. Go for it. Sorry for your loss, Yorick. AJ Satanic's calling me baldy. I am bald, yes. That's true. Sandra's sending a bit of love and respect and empathy towards Yorick with regards to his pet dying. Because obviously it's not nice, is it? It's not a nice, it's just not nice. I'm really sorry to hear that. So Yorick saying he was not well in the night and stuck in car Friday morning. He wasn't eating by the time he came back from the course. He'd gotten worse. Oh dear. King Kong saying, baldy, baldy over there. Sandra, please don't delete the messages. Please don't delete the messages. Please, please, please don't. Thank you, but please don't. King Kong, I'm going to read your comment, King Kong. King Kong saying, baldy, baldy over there. What's it like to have no hair? Is it hot or is it cold? I don't know, because I'm not bald. Good for you, man. I'm bald. Yes. AJ Satanic has nothing else to say but that, the same thing. Helen. Hi, Helen. You're saying that you look handsome. Oh, thank you, Helen. That's very kind of you to say. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. OMZ, I've seen you on here before, MZ. Sean Atwood, I'm nothing like Sean Atwood whatsoever. No. I've got a bald head. Sean Atwood has a bald head, but I'm nothing like that person at all. No, I'm not. Boiling Frog, you'll never find a bald donkey. No, I've never tried to find one. Boiling Frog, how the hell would you find one of them? LKJ, look at, I don't know, I'm not repeating that. AJ Satanic, have you got anything else that you can say? Or are you just one word? So Sanders asking Yorick, why was he stuck in the car? Johnny's then saying, my content is doing fine. Right now, I basically don't care about views, etc. Do you know what, Johnny? That's a really good mindset. I have that too. I used to really care about it. I still do care about it, of course, but I'm chilled. I'm chilled about it as well. It's a really good way to be, Johnny. It takes off the pressure. Just enjoy the process, mate. Enjoy and learn and grow through it. It's more about practicing delivery. Absolutely. You just get better at it naturally. I think it's just good to be yourself, mate. I'm sure you know. Just being yourself, communicating the best way you can. As imperfect as that's going to be, it's all good, mate. I like your... that's a really good way of looking at it, Johnny. I like it. That will help you with sustainability. It'll help you keep going, that kind of mindset. People are calling me bald. Yeah, I am bald, guys. Of course I'm bald. I've no fucking hair. It's okay, though. It's okay to be bald. I love myself. Do you love yourself is the question. Do you love yourself? Do you appreciate yourself? Or you're not there yet? Anyway, anyway, there you go. I'll leave that with you. Sandra's saying, love that, Johnny. Great idea to prepare and take it slowly. Take it slowly. Anything that you're doing takes the pressure off. Just keep moving forwards at your own pace. I can see why Sandra's taking King Kong off. Sorry, Sandra, you were right to do that. I apologise. King Kong, yeah, needs to go. That's not very nice, is it? There we go. King Kong's gone. Okay? King Kong is gone. AJ Satanic hasn't got much to say. Very limited vocabulary. AJ Satanic, you have a very limited intelligence by the sounds of it. Very limited vocabulary. Not a very smart person. Just really dumb. Anyway, we'll carry on. Sandra saying love and respect to Yorick. Absolutely. Justin. Hi, Justin. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. I really appreciate you all. My live today, my channel is called Inspirational Ambivert. My name's Brad. And all I'm doing is just going with the flow, going with the comments. I'm going to respond to all comments in the best way I can. Sorry if it takes a little bit of time sometimes to respond to those comments, but I respond to them the best way I can, of course. Sander saying, Brad, can I remove all the morons? I give people the benefit of the doubt first, Sander. There's, you know what I mean? If someone's called me bald, it's fine. I don't care. I really don't care about that. It helps my algorithm, so it's great. If it's directed at me, I'm good. If it carries on and on and on, then I'll make a decision, Sander. If it's disrespectful towards others on here that's bang out of order, Sander, then absolutely fine. Get rid, if you know what I mean. Please, Sander, don't just, please just chill with it, though. Give me a chance. Good Gold is saying, fucking hell, what a beautiful forehead. Yeah, it's all good. Johnny's saying, okay, let's see what Johnny's got to say. Funny story, I didn't get any views on one video. I didn't realise it was private, LOL. Oh, shit. Johnny, yeah, done it. Yeah, you're not going to get any views if it's private. It's easy done. You've got to go to it, haven't you, after the fact sometimes. I've done that. I've done that mistake. Boiling Frog is just saying the same thing over and over again. Have you got anything else to say, Boiling Frog? What's your name? Where are you from? I am not innocent. Hey, cutie. Hello, I am not innocent. Devious Night, do a backflip. I can't. I wish I could. I think it looks really cool, Devious Night, to do backflips. I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't have that ability. Yorick saying, thank you, Sander, for moving that idiot. Yeah, that was out of order. Sorry, Yorick. I'm sorry, mate. I'm just sorry. I hope that you're okay. Can I ask you, how did your training go? How did the training go? What was it you were doing? To Yorick is the question. Sander's LOL, saying LOL to Johnny. Greg says hi. Hi, Greg. How are you? Hope you're all right. Godzilla says, do you need me to beat up King Kong? King Kong's gone, Godzilla. Gone. Boiling Frog is just repeating himself because that's all they can do. Anyway. Rookie mistake, LOL. Well, yeah, you don't make mistakes. The mistakes make you, Johnny. You don't make mistakes. The mistakes make you. I love that saying. We all make mistakes. Johnny's saying hi to Greg. Sander's saying, no problem, Yorick. Some arseholes here right now. You're going to get arseholes in life. You on the pipe, fella. What do you mean you on the pipe? The crack pipe? No. City. I'm going to go City Roblox saying shut up. Greg saying, good day, Brad. Good to see you. Good day to you too, Greg. Yeah, you seem like a really good person. Good. Saying hello back, mate. It's all good. Boiling Frog saying, think about it. Who knows? Jack is saying, what a beautiful accent. Not many people say that to me. Where are you from, sweetie? All right, I'm from Jack. I think your name's Jack. Sorry. That's what I can see on there. Jack, I am from Chorley. I live in Chorley, which is in Lancashire, which is in England, which is about 30 miles away from Manchester as a point of reference. Sander's saying hello to Greg. Dio, Diddy Juice. Oh, that documentary is really good, though, Dio. The documentary is very interesting. That Diddy Juice is awful. Greg saying hello to everyone. OMZ is just trolling. Patterbot saying, I'm so bored, I think I'll have something. Well, enjoy yourself. Justin says, I'm struggling with subscribers. Any tips? I feel I do good content. Justin, what kind of content do you make? Subscribers. My growth has been really slow and gradual, Justin, if I'm honest. I'm at 314 subscribers as of this morning. Some of my content gets loads of subscribers. Some of it gets absolutely none. it's just hard getting noticed. It takes time. You just got to keep banging it out, mate. Feeding the algorithm, let's say. Yeah, you can feel like you've done the best content ever. You've made the best video, and maybe it even is really good, but no one's heard of you. So hardly anyone sees it. It's just got to keep going, Justin. Keep going. Keep improving. Keep trying. Trust the process. Like Johnny said before, don't get too hung up on the numbers all the time, because it can be discouraging if you get too hung up on all the numbers. Just enjoy the process. Try and help people. Try and be a good person throughout that process. Don't hold on to things too tightly. And I think if you keep going, results will come over time. Moon is saying, do you eat Snickers upside down to feel the veins? That's weird. G-Man, what is this accent? The accent is it's the Lancastrian accent. OMZ, why do you have so many dumbasses? Well, OMZ, you'd be one of those dumbasses, to be honest, because you've been disrespectful, OMZ. You've not been very nice, have you? So how can you call? You're projecting there, OMZ. You've not been nice at all. I'm putting it right back on you. You are one of those people. You're dumbass. Been very disrespectful, OMZ. So there you go. You like to type away and be disrespectful. It's not very kind, is it, OMZ? Yorick saying hi. He had GI stasis and was wheezing lots. Rabbits get it and it's very fatal. Oh, it's winter as well. Winter can be tough. If you don't act quick, like straight to hospital, they can pass in a few hours, so it's very quick. Oh, well, at least it was quick, I suppose. It's not really much of a consolation now, though, is it? I'm sorry to hear that, Yorick. Sorry to hear that. I hope that you're okay. G-Man is saying, I can't even understand what you're saying. Can you? Why? Is it not clear enough? Am I not articulating my words correctly? I think I am, from an English perspective. Boiling Frog's just cracking on. Someone said, I'm a criminal in Russia. Do I look like a convict? Happy days. Santa's saying sorry to Yorick, showing love and respect there. Johnny saying, Justin, I wouldn't care too much about subs. Just enjoy the process. Yep, exactly, Johnny. Correct. I'd agree. Kisson saying, are you Scottish? No, this is not a Scottish accent. Scottish accent sounds differently. This is a Northwest England accent, which is close to Manchester. It's not a Manc accent, no. It's different. My accent's different to that. Boiling Frog, just cracking on. You keep going, Boiling Frog. It's all good. Thanks for helping my algorithm, by the way. Patterbot, seems a lot of people are having a fight. Well, yeah, out of their mouths, Patterbots, by the sounds of it. Kissan is saying you're Scottish. I've just explained that. Justin, I want to go live. That's a feel. I feel like I want to go live. That's the thing. I feel I can make it more fun. Okay, Justin. Yes, I used to edit my videos, Justin, early on. I had hardly any subscribers. I'm meaning like I had 5 or 10 subscribers when I first started. I had fuck all, basically, Justin. This is about a year ago. And I was just doing edited videos to begin with. And then I started doing the lives, Justin, and I just prefer it. I can just be myself. And I think that's the best way to be, is be yourself. But the thing with YouTube is I had to use my PC to do the lives, because you need 50 subscribers until you can go live on your phone. So you need 50 subscribers before you can go live on your phone. And once you get to 50 subscribers, sorry, I'm repeating myself here. You go live on your phone, and then it just helps. Once you get to 50, it took me about 6 months to get to 50 subscribers. It took me ages. But I got there eventually. And then I started doing lives on my phone, and it's so much better for me personally, but everyone's different. Sandra's saying, I hope you're okay, Yorick. Einstein was lovely and will be missed. Yeah, it's very kind of you to say, Sandra. Kisan saying your English sounds different. Oh yeah, I think it depends where you're from, Kisan. English accents change throughout the country. Even a few miles away, they'll sound different to me. It's just how it goes with accents. Boiling Frog is trying to wind people up. Wants to wind people up. You are visible, Kisan. Absolutely. Yorick saying, he was the star of my channel and now I have a big hole in my life. Oh, sorry, Yorick. Yeah, he was. Sorry. Boiling Frog saying you'll never find a bold politician. I've read it there for you, mate. You've repeated that. So what? I don't. Would I ever want to be a politician? No. Would I? Fuck. Lack of integrity, isn't there, with politicians? That's what they're known for, most of them. Yorick saying losing a pet is never easy. They become like your child. Well, yeah. It's your part of your family, Yorick, so I understand that. There's also... Oh, it's just hard, yeah. I can imagine. I can only imagine. I'm sorry, Yorick, mate. Spooky Yoshi. If you were sent to your favourite movie, would you survive? What a let's say Spooky Yoshi. That's a good question. If I was sent to my favourite movie, would you survive? I'd say I'm hopeful. Yes, I would survive, but I bet it wouldn't be easy. Depends what movie you go to. If it's a movie with loads of zombies and vampires, that would be different to surviving that movie in real life. Boiling Frog saying, I'm from Cumbria, I'm standing up for you. Not really, Boiling Frog. You've been quite disrespectful, if I'm honest. But I've allowed you to carry on. Try and be a better person if you can. Boiling Frog. Sanders saying, Yorick, that must be difficult. I feel for you. Absolutely. Patterbot saying, Trump wears a wig. It's not the best wig, though, is it? Let's be honest. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee, guys. Oh, Johnny's saying, experiencing loss is part of life. Yes, it is. It's fucking difficult beyond words, but it is part of life, I'm afraid, if you're going to live long enough. Johnny says, I miss my dog. Oh, sorry. He passed away a couple of years ago. I've got a story linked to that, Johnny. I used to have a Jack Russell. I used to live with my mum and dad at one point, a good few years ago. And he was a Jack Russell, and I had a very close connection to that dog. And then I moved away and got an apartment. My mum and dad said you can have the dog because I was very close to the dog, but I couldn't because the apartment wouldn't allow it. Where I was living wouldn't allow pets, dogs, let's say. So I couldn't take him with me. And then my mum and dad kept him for a few years after I'd moved away, and then they gave him to somebody else. And I felt so upset. The dog's still alive now, but he's not with us not with my mum and dad anymore. I don't see that dog anymore, but he's still alive and he's got a good life. But I was really upset, so I get the emotional connection to animals we can have, and it can be very painful, man. People underestimate that sometimes, don't they? Not everyone will see it that way, but I do get it. I can empathise with it. Jelly Boy. Hello, Jelly Boy. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. It means a lot. I appreciate you all. Just sending that out there. Boiling Frog says, I give up, mate. I'm complimenting you. You know you're Boiling Frog. You've not been very nice. You've been calling me all sorts. I've got broad shoulders. It's water off a duck's back with me. But you've not been great. Let's be honest. So you're gaslighting as well. Really good example of gaslighting. Like someone's rude. Then you like call them out on it and they go, what you on about? I didn't do anything. That's what Boiling Frog's been doing. He's been rude to me, been commenting, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 giving it Billy Big Bollocks on his behind the keyboard warrior. And then I've called him out, him or her out on it, them out on it, whatever. And then you're gaslighting now, Boiling Frog. I give up, mate. I've been complimenting you. No, you have not been complimenting me at all. You've not been very kind. Calling you out there a little bit. There you go. Anyway, Jelly Boy says hi. Hi, Jelly Boy. Jorik said training went well. It was learning Adobe Premiere Pro. But I hate doing the training now as I could have cancelled that day and took eyes. Oh, shit. You could have took Einstein to the vet sooner. You didn't know it was going to happen, Yorick. How could you have predicted that? Please don't. I hope you don't beat yourself up about that. I'm not saying that you are doing, but I hope that you don't. You didn't know. You didn't fucking know. How could you have predicted that? If you had known, you would have acted on it, of course. So I don't think, how could you have known? Try not to beat yourself up about it. I understand why you would, but please try not to. Or if you're going to beat yourself up about it, do it for a little bit, not for too long. I know that might be easier said than done, mate. But you didn't know. Sandy saying, Johnny, sorry for your loss to pets can definitely become a part of family. They do. G-Man saying, Bold Dude, there's a question on the table. What's the question on the table? My name's Brad, by the way, G-Man. Johnny's saying the same. Don't beat yourself over that, Yorick. I understand why people do, though. I get it. Sander's then saying, Yorick, you didn't know that Einstein, the pet rabbit, was unwell. Please don't blame yourself. You did everything for him. Romantic Coda. I'm from Manali. Hello. Well, nice to meet you. My name's Brad. Where is Manali? Good question, Sander. G-Man saying, all right, I'm unsubbing and disliking. That's what you get for ignoring. G-Man, go somewhere else, mate. I don't give a fuck, lad. Don't give a fuck. Off you go. Just flick the phone. All you have to do is get your finger and flick it, and then you'll be watching something else for ignoring. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, you self-entitled prick? In a bit. In a bit. Yeah? How's that one? Unsub. So I don't give a fuck. Sorry, I'm speaking to G-Man there. Whoopie do. I'm not in the mood this week. I'm not in the mood today. I'm less understanding sometimes. I've had a long, hard week. Long, hard week. So I can't be asked with Muppets. Fuck off. Yeah? How's that one? Not very spiritual of me there, is it? But sometimes in life, you've got to have teeth. And sometimes in life, you don't take any shit off people. Shouldn't. Anyway, I'll move on. I like to respect people. I like to be kind to people. I like to be a good person. Some people will take my kindness for a weakness. And some people are really rude and not nice. Are they? That's part of life. And sometimes, though, it's all good and well being spiritual. It's all good and well being kind. But you don't take any shit, guys. Don't take any shit, is what I'm trying to say. You deserve better than that. If you're a good person, you're sending out positivity into the world, don't take any shit. Anyway, I'll move on. Johnny is saying romantic coda, Southeast Asia, I guess. Sander's saying, G-Man, he isn't ignoring you. Please grow up and don't threaten. It's immature and sad. I think I've already answered that one, Sander. Zuki Cat, you're referring to what you've just said there. It's referring to a Liverpudlian Scouse accent, chicken and a can of Coke, but it doesn't sound the same, Zuki Cat. You've got to be Scouse for that sentence to work, and I'm not Scouse. It's Scouse accent, I don't have that. Excuse me. Yorick saying, when I came back, I called the vet immediately. He came home to check on him as they have medicines, which was a waste of time. I should have taken him to hospital right away, which I also blame myself for. You should have, woulda, coulda, Yorick. How do you fucking know? You're not a vet, are you? Most people aren't vets. So how do you know? You're just doing your best you could. You acted quickly. You tried to get the medicines to help him. You didn't know. You did your best, mate. I'm sure you did your best. You genuinely care for your pet. Of course you do. You gave that pet a really good life. Definitely. So please don't beat yourself up, mate. Santa saying sending love and respect to Yorick. Brian is saying, I look like a turtle from over the hedge. You're not very nice, are you, Brian? I'll leave it at that, Brian. How are you? How are you? What do you look like? I bet you look really good. Not. Anyway, Santa saying, Yorick, well, you did your best in the moment and you tried. Definitely, Sander. Maybe it was sadly just his time to go. Yeah. Yeah. Yorick saying, and taking home to the hospital in the traffic was rush hour. Fucking hell, everything was working against you there and was stuck in traffic. Oh, shit, because it's London where you live in a bit. And he passed away by the time I reached the vet hospital. It's like everything that had to go wrong did. Everything that was meant to happen did, as harsh as that sounds. G-Man, go somewhere else, mate. I didn't threaten anything. I already did the deed. Do whatever deed you want to do, G-Man. You sound like a miserable person, mate. Whoopie-doo, lad. You're just an example of what not to be as a person. Like, whoopie-doo. You've unsubscribed and you've disliked my live content. I don't give a fuck. Really don't give a fuck. I don't get paid for this shit. I don't give a fuck, G-Man. Patterbot, are you gay? No, I'm not gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, Patterbot. What a question, are you gay? Nothing wrong with being gay, by the way. If you want to be gay, be gay. But I'm not. Don't like it. Not for me. Not into it. But people can be whoever they want to be. As long as they're not hurting anybody, it's all good. Hi, Zuki. Oh, lovely. Hi, Zuki. Good morning to you. Hope that you're okay. Nice to see you, by the way. This is a chilled live. It's a space to be heard. All comments will be responded to. Try and keep it respectful. Try and be kind. Try and be a good person on here if you can. Most people are, naturally. Some people won't be, though, of course. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I appreciate you all. Johnny is saying, Yorick, don't be so hard on yourself. I bet it's hard to not be hard on yourself. I think I'd be doing the same, Yorick, if I'm honest. I get it. I'd be beating myself up as well. Especially when you're emotionally connected to something, it's a lot more difficult. But Johnny's right. Please don't try not to be hard on yourself. We always think of what we could have done, but it doesn't help. You're just beating yourself up emotionally. Or, I suppose, it's the stages of grief, isn't it? Really. Eventually you get to acceptance, but that can take time, and you'll do that in your own time, Yorick. But we do care. We're here for you, mate. We're here for you. Hope you're all right, man. That's all I can say on that for now. Bingo, you sound like you've done everything you can. You couldn't have done more, Yorick. Yorick, you couldn't have done more. By the sounds of it, you've done everything you could within the time that you had. I think you've chucked the kitchen sink at it. And once you know you've done your best and you've done everything, what else could you have done? I don't know, mate. I don't know what else you could have done. So if you've done everything you can't do more than everything. Think about that one. Bingo healer, Robert De Niro. All right. Okay, then. I've never been called Robert De Niro before. How are you, Bingo healer? Johnny says hi to Zuki. Sander says, Yorick, you really tried your best for Einstein by the sounds of it. Yeah, I agree. You've done all out. A lot of people wouldn't have even done half of what you did. They wouldn't. Zuki says good morning to Johnny. Sander says hi to Zuki. Brian, just being disrespectful, aren't you, Brian? Probably makes you feel better, doesn't it? Something like that. Lexi, hi, my name is Lexi. It's my birthday today. Lexi I'll say it properly. Lexi Hutchinson, happy birthday. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. This is Inspirational Ambivert channel. And thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. But happy birthday to you. Sandra says happy birthday too. So does Johnny. So does Zuki. Lexi says thank you. Greg says happy birthday. Nick saying, do you like Mike Hawk? Oh, God. You've got me there. Nick, got me. Right. You've got me there, lad. Well done. Lexi says thank you. Lexi says, thank you, guys. No worries. Peaceful Fighter, what do you think about the UK's future? Good question, Peaceful Fighter. Wow. What do I think about it? Honestly, I think it's messed up. Peaceful Fighter. I think the UK, America maybe, the Western world is on the decline. End game capitalism. I think it's going to get harder. I think the cost of living is going to go up. It's going to be turbulent times going forwards in the UK. I've seen the decline over the last 20 years, Peaceful Fighter, and it's just got worse, man. And I don't think it's going to get better. And sounds really bleak, doesn't it, that? But that's what my thoughts are. What does anyone else think? Is the UK, what do you think the future holds for the UK, guys? What do you think the future holds for the Western world, or whatever you want to call it? I think it's on the decline. I hope I'm wrong. Anyway, I'll move on. Yorick saying, I moved all things that remind me of him in another room for now. Didn't throw anything away yet. Yeah, you've just got to process it. Process it the best you can, Yorick. I'm sorry, mate. And you've decided to cremate him and get his ashes back. Yeah. Take time to process it. Yeah. You can't. It's not going to happen overnight. Give yourself time. Serpentine saying, do you get stabbed in the UK? Serpentine, nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad. Do you get stabbed in the UK? Knife crime has gone up in the last 10 years, approximately. It can happen. There's a lot of knife crime. I think, though, if you're in and around that kind of drug crime world, you're going to be much more likely to be involved in that. A lot of people carry knives as well because they're scared, they're fearful. They don't really intend to use it, but they're just using it for protection, which is not a good thing. And then they get caught up in arguments over bullshit, over drugs, over whatever it is. And then that increases the chances that that knife will be used. It's absolutely awful. Serpentine, yes. It depends where you live and how you live your life and what situations you put yourself in with regards to the probability of being stabbed. Yeah, it does happen. There's a lot of it in the UK, yeah. Yorick saying, I'm sorry to hear that for your dog too, Johnny. Yorick sending love and respect back to Johnny. That's lovely. Sandra saying, Yorick, that's good to just keep them aside for now as you go through your grieving process. Very well said, Sander. And have them there when you're ready to go through them. Absolutely. Yorick saying, Brad, have you or Sander lost a pet? I think I told you the story about the Jack Russell, but that Jack Russell's still alive, but I still felt the grieving process of not having that pet in my life anymore. That's the only time that's happened to me, if I'm honest. But I can understand, I can empathise with the pain, the emotional pain related to that. I don't know about Sander. Sander might be able to answer that as well. Johnny's saying, hey, Lex Luthor. Hi, Johnny. How are you? Johnny Rangus, I'm saying hello to. Mr. Limo, only a proper Brit can say this sentence. Mr. Limo, where did you get that from? Only a proper Brit. What the hell? I'm not even going to answer that. Anyway, Connor's retracted the message. Okay, that's fine, Connor. Connor Molly, let's say. Johnny says, I don't think this person exists. Which person? Me? Why? Why don't I exist? Yin Yang, hello 47. What do you mean by hello 47, Yin Yang? Yeah, Jack in the Box Studios. I guess I'm the Lego bum champ. What the hell? Oh dear. Greg saying, on the farm, I had miniature Australian fox terriers. Kelpie sheep, dogs, cats. Every pet had a job to do. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate a bit, Greg? Sounds really interesting, by the way. Thank you for sharing. So they were working animals, basically. They all had a job to do. They had a purpose. I bet the animal, by the sounds of it, I bet the animals enjoyed that. Can you elaborate a bit more, please, Greg? So Johnny's asking, do you live on a farm, Greg? Clean, Smurf. I'm going to call you Smurf. Is this a gay community? No, it's not a gay community at all. There's nothing wrong with being that, by the way. But maybe you could go look at Smurf. I'll call you Smurf. Go elsewhere for that. Find people that are into that, if that's what you're into. But this is not that, to be honest. But I'll talk to anyone on here as long as it's respectful. I'm not bothered I don't ask people what their sexual preferences are. I don't care. As long as they're nice, I'll talk to you. I'll speak to you. I'll respect you. Doesn't matter what you are. But if you're directly into that, not the place, is it? Really, let's be honest. RKW saying yes. Jack in the box says, why are you looking for one? Looking for what? I don't know what you mean. Neil says hi. Neil Moore. Hi, Neil. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. Smurf is giving us some rainbows. There we go. You're into the rainbows. Greg saying nice, Johnny. Oliver McEwen. Hey, bro. Really enjoying the stream so far. Let me read this. When did you realise you were LGBTQ? And thanks for representing those guys. Not into it. Are you into it, Oliver? I'm not representing anyone. I represent respect. That's what I represent. Just decent. Johnny saying some clowns in the chat today. Yeah, Johnny, this is the thing with lives. I've just gone this happens when what I find, Johnny, is if I do let's say I talk about 5-dimensional consciousness and I talk about things that are more thought-provoking, like I did last week, that are a lot more interesting and engaging. And the quality of the comments was so much better, Johnny. It was so much better. It was really good last week. You were included in that, and as were others. It was a lot deeper. It was well thought-provoking. It was really good. But I suppose it gives less views. If I go to more like all comments will be responded to, like today, a lot more vague, you get more idiot. You get more of this. So I need to think about how I'm going to do things going forwards. Just thought about that right now, Johnny. Anyway. Kind of saying, Oliver, you represent all the morons out there. Thank you for your service. Yeah. Oliver saying, I represent the LGBTQ community. What are you talking about? All right, you do. Good for you, mate. If you fly that flag, keep going. Okay, see, it's stupid. Sandra saying, Johnny, yes, what the F? Oliver's just, they're just stupid, man. Dumb. Sandra saying, Oliver, be kind and respectful, go away. Oliver says, saying, this guy's East Lancs near Blackburn. You're absolutely right, Oliver. You're absolutely right. East Lancs, absolutely right. You must be close. You must live close to where I am right now, then. Real Morgan. I'm going to call you Real Morgan. Sending love from Los Angeles. Real Morgan. Thank you. That's really nice. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the love and respect. Sending it right back at you. The world needs more of that, man. It really, really does. It really, really does. Greg saying, one day I went to the barn and counted 20 rats. So myself with a shovel, 4 dogs, 2 cats went ratting. Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Animals had a great day. I bet they did. Yeah. That's what they're naturally inclined to do, isn't it, Greg? Johnny saying, hey, Arthur Morgan, greetings from South America. Nice. Yorick saying, thanks for the advice and kind words, guys. I will try not to not beat myself too much. And I've been going for a long walks to help. Walking helps clear the mind and the soul, doesn't it, Yorick? Sharing your thing on here maybe helped a little bit as well, I hope. I'm processing it. You'll get there. I can't read this name, but it's saying, sorry, I can't read the name. E3X, I'll call you. Sorry. Are you from Manchester? Not far from Manchester. About 30 miles away. Hi back to you, though. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Sorry, I don't know your name. Jack in the Box saying, do you ever look at a duck and wonder if it thinks bread is the best thing in life? No, I don't, mate. I don't. Johnny's saying, yeah, Greg, cats and dogs love to hunt. They're just naturally, that's what, it's in their nature to do that, isn't it? Oliver's saying, Sander, watch. Okay. Greg saying, I drive a sheep and cattle stock, create my Australian Kelpie dogs. Love the job, Johnny. I bet you're very skilled as well, by the sounds of it, Greg. You'll have a lot of skills that most people don't have if you're working in that kind of environment. Thank you for anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. I appreciate you all. Johnny's asking, are you in Australia, Greg? I work on a farm in South America. Whereabouts, Greg? I appreciate people that are just interested and just a good person, of course, but like Greg and like others, Johnny and the rest of you guys, sorry if I've not mentioned your names. Whereabouts in Australia are you from, Greg? It's a question as well. Foots Bucket says, you're one cat away from being a supervillain. River Charlie says, hi. River, hi to you. Hope you're okay. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Greg says, Johnny, yes, South Australia. What do you farm in South America? Interesting. Anyway, I'll move on. Tilly and Bell says, hi. Hi, Tilly and Bell. Nice to meet you. Emma McKay says, hello from the Manchester Zoo. Oh, are you from Manchester, Emma? I've never heard of Chorley before. That's where I am from. That's where I live at the moment, should I say. Nice to meet you. My name is Brad, if you don't know my name. Johnny's saying, actually, right now, it's likely just a cattle ranch. Did soy and corn in the past, but it's on standby right now. Johnny, you must work really hard. You wake up in the morning, early in the morning. I bet it keeps you fit and strong as well, working on a farm. Yeah, definitely. I'd assume that. Home on the Waste. Is this AI? Is it Home on the Waste? This is not fucking AI. This is me in real time. AI would be a lot more polished than I am. It'd speak a lot better than I am. It'd speak more intellectually and concisely. AI is so smart. My intelligence is nowhere near that of AI. As a person, it's not fucking AI, mate. Anyway, I don't know why you think that. I can get why AI is probably going to get better going forwards. It's absolutely crazy, but anyway, let's see where that goes in the future. Johnny's then saying South Australia, then it's definitely hot this time of year. LOL. What's the climate like? How much rain do you get? Good questions there, Johnny. Emma saying you might want to visit Manchester. I've been to Manchester loads of times, Emma. I don't live far away from there. There's a lot to do there. You can have a good time in Manchester. Vasil saying, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. Repent and be saved. All in capital letters there. Like shouting. I believe that we're all one. We're all connected. Arthur says, hey, bald boy. Arthur, hello back to you. Let's keep it respectful. Greg saying we have Black Angus and the mighty British Hereford and thousands of merino sheep, Johnny. Wow, that sounds like a lot. Arthur's repeating himself because he doesn't know what else to say. Sin. Hey, mate, can you shout out my name? Sin, nice to meet you. Greg says, Johnny, hot here, 116 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow, fucking bloody hot. Greg, I do not envy that at all, man. Oh, that's hard. I suppose you get used to it to an extent, Greg. But I bet it's hard working outside in that heat. I bet it's very draining, man. I'd struggle. I'm used to the cold, mate. Bryant's saying something else. What's up with you, Brian? What's wrong with you, lad? Why'd you do that? Why'd you put people down to make yourself feel better, Brian? Why'd you do it? What's up with you? Do you love yourself, Brian? Do you like yourself? Do you have a good life, Brian? Do you like your life? Do you love your life? Why are you putting people down to make yourself feel better, Brian? Not the best, is it, man? Anyway, Sin says hi. Sin Cow says hi. Hi, Sin Cow. Johnny says, why? We do have some black Brangus, Bremen, but most of the herd is mixed. Wow, I've never heard of them terms. Bryant's continuing to put me down because he's insecure, probably, Bryant, aren't you? Probably insecure. Genuine guy, good morning, sir. How are you? Genuine guy, I'm good, thank you. My name's Brad, nice to meet you. Whereabouts are you from, genuine guy, is the question. Conrad, do you get your eyebrows done? No. It's just the way they are, mate. It's just the way they are. Johnny's saying, Greg, today is going to be mild, only 37 degrees, only 37 Celsius. Not sure what that would be in Fahrenheit. Sorry, I don't know what the differences are there. Zuki saying 37 degrees Fahrenheit is mild for you, 0.0. Johnny saying, yes, Zuki, LOL. If you see my think, you could get my sarcasm. All right. Yeah, it's hard to understand sarcasm sometimes on here. Genuine guy, what do you feel about the UK, where our UK veterans are being treated and neglected after serving our country? I served for 24 years. Genuine guy, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. It's a very American thing to say that, isn't it? But I think it's a good saying. So that's why I'm going with it. What do I think about it? I think it's fucking wrong, genuine guy. I don't think this country looks after its people. I think there's so many things wrong. I'm not going to go into too much detail on it, genuine guy, but I don't think how are veterans treated, how are a lot of society treated by our own government is absolutely disgusting. It's not good enough. And I don't think it's going to get any better. I think it might even get worse. But time will tell. Of course. So genuine guy, I don't think it's good, mate. I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking shit. I'm sorry, mate. It doesn't feel good. I'll move on anyway. How are you doing yourself? Genuine guy, how are you doing yourself after that 24 years of service? What did you do? What was your role in the army? And how is life now for you? I hope it's okay. Sorry, I don't know too much about you, but I'm just trying to ask you a few questions. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but if you do, go for it. Greg's saying 46 degrees Celsius tomorrow. Hot season has hit. The next 3 days, 43 degrees. Fuck me, Greg. Sorry, man. That's a swear there. That is really, really, really hot, man. Ouch. That's hot. SKK, are you ready to accept 1 million Mongolian? Yeah, I'll have it. Thanks, SKK. I'll go with that. 1 million Mongolian, whatever that is. Zuki said 15 Celsius is mild for me, right? Johnny said, but over 40 is very common, Zuki. Wow, I would really struggle with that. Zuki saying we are built different then, haha. Yeah, well, yeah, the environment shapes you to an extent, doesn't it? Terence is saying, I have pica. I ate 9 toothpicks today. Pica, does anyone know what pica is? I know what pica is. Pica is, I've worked with someone that had pica. It means that you can eat anything and not taste it. And the people that have got pica, they can pick up a bit of dirt, eat it, and they can't really taste it. That's what pica is. Minecraft Villager says, hi, Minecraft Villager. Frederick saying you're gay. No, I'm not gay. Am I saying that? What's up with you? Are you gay? What a question to ask someone. It's the ultimate put down, isn't it? It's silly. Johnny, I like the cold and rainy weather actually, but maybe because we only get a couple of days per year. Yeah, you want what you don't have. And in the UK, Johnny, it's the opposite. A lot of people love the sun because we never get it. But too much of anything can be overbearing. Zuki Dragon says hi. Hi, Yuki Dragons. Nice to meet you. Hope you're okay. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, guys. It's a chilled live for me today. I'm just going with the comments the best I can. Zuki says hi to UK. Minecraft Villager says, hi, Mr. Inspirational. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. You most likely will have never heard of me before, but I'm starting my first year of college. I was wondering if you have any advice for me when I go to college. Right. So you're just going to college. Minecraft Villager. It's the best way to do. You're starting something new is just observe to begin with. When you're starting somewhere, you're getting a feel of the place. Just observe. Try and talk to people. Don't talk about yourself too much. Ask people questions. Who are you? Let them speak to you. Let them be. To be charismatic is sometimes to be charismatic. It's not what you say. It's like to be charismatic sometimes means just let other people tell you the stories. Ask them questions about their life and what they're doing. Then they will warm up to you more than likely. And then just observe. Be kind. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. And you're getting a feel of the place. And you'll share your interests with other people. And then hopefully the right crowd you'll be connected to. And just go slowly. Take the pressure away from yourself is a bit of advice. But go slowly. Take the pressure away. Just take it easy. Go slowly. Observe. Ask a lot of questions. Be intrigued by others is what I'd say, Minecraft Villager. Gurav saying Lord Trump. Oh, you must all praise Lord Trump. No, I'm not. Well, if you want to do that, you do that. Greg saying I'm 3 hours east of Adelaide, South Australia. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Johnny saying, yeah, you stay fit, LOL, but I crave more mentally challenging stuff. I know what you're saying. You stay fit physically, but you crave more mentally challenging stuff. Yeah, you sound like you really want to work on yourself, Johnny. Johnny on the Rise is a very fitting name for yourself. That's a good thing. Johnny saying, I've been in SMM before, but I don't like dealing with those type of clients. Okay. Tyler D saying, Transland, thanks for creating a safe space for us gay people. If you are gay, that's fine. It's all good. Whatever you're into, man. Wow. Rezi's saying some other stuff. Indeed. What in the hillbilly cracktivity is going on here, nephew? Oh, God. Okay. Greg saying farming keeps you fit. I shear sheep as well. We get 12 to 16 inches of rain per year. Yes, you get used to the heat. I suppose your blood thins. Does your blood thin in the heat? To regulate your temperature to an extent internally, I suppose. Genuine guy saying, I'm from just outside Weymouth, Dorset, in a lovely quiet village. Good for you. That sounds great. Genuine guy. That sounds great. Good for you. Cool Shot saying, can you sing me a Stranger Things song? I can't sing, man. And I'm not going to try. Johnny saying, Resi's just come on, and guess what? Resi's going. Resi's being disrespectful, timed out for 24 hours. See you later, Resi. Gone. Sorry, I've only just got to those comments. Another one is Tyler. Tell you what, Tyler, you're going as well. I'm getting rid of some people, guys, because they're being arseholes and being disrespectful to people. So 24 hours and you're gone. If you stay hydrated, you can endure the heat. Yeah, I bet you've got to drink a lot more though, Johnny. I got rid of him, Yorick. Sorry, Yorick, mate. I only just got to the comments. We don't tolerate direct insults here. No, we don't. I got rid of Reddit and I got rid of the other guy as well, Yorick. Sorry, it took me a while. They just can't. People cowards, really, innit? Not about most of you that are here, but there's a lot of cowards in the world. The trolls I'm on about, and they just dishing it out. Really nasty fuckers, people, some people. Not nice, mate. They're just weak, fucking insecure, low vibrational twats. People that put people down behind a keyboard. It's just shitty. Unfortunately, it's part of life, guys, and you've got to be able to deal with these people. On here is the easy way of doing it. It's harder to deal with them in the workplace. Really is a lot more challenging in real life. For me personally, I've dealt with challenging people throughout my life, and I've just got good at it, let's say. But so on here, it's a piece of piss for me. Easy as fuck. Water for ducks back. But you've just got to be able to deal with wankers in life sometimes, guys. But while keeping your own integrity and your own kindness, you don't want to lose your humanity, do you? It's getting that right, being a well-balanced person. Anyway, people usually punch above, don't they, anyway? Let me carry on. Genuine Guy says, thank you, I appreciate your point of view. No worries, Genuine Guy. I've only said it very, very vaguely with response to what you said before. I was a sniper. Wow, interesting. 42 Commando Bravo Company. Amazing. Amazing, Genuine Guy. Fair play to you. I bet, has it put you in good stead with your career going after the army? When you left the army, let's say, I'm assuming, did it help you with jobs going after that, with the skills that you learn? But it's good for your CV though. If I looked at someone and they've been in the army and they've been in the army for 20 years, for example, similar to what Genuine Guy has experienced, I'd be like, wow, that person's got a lot about them. They must have a lot of discipline and structure. Maybe help you with jobs going forwards, I'd assume. Not that I'm not an expert on the army, by the way, but I respect people that do it. I really do. Genuine Guy, I work at the hospital. I work as a scrub nurse, so I work with hip replacements, knee replacements, that type of thing, shoulder replacements. I scrub. I help with instruments, basically, to help the surgeon with instruments. That's what I do as a job. Holly says, hello, Holly. How are you? Hope you're okay. Holly's saying, here is a reminder that you are awesome. Oh, that's really nice, Holly. I'm proud of you for everything you've achieved. May you have an incredible day, year, and life. You can achieve great things, my friend. Sending good feelings. Do you know what, Holly? That's amazing. Fucking hell. Thank you. That's really kind of you to say. And that's to everyone else there. That's not just to me, Holly. I think that's to everyone else that's out there. I'm reading your comment again, Holly, because it's really good. It's really positive. So Holly's saying, here is a reminder that you are awesome. Send it to everyone that's watching. I'm proud of you for everything that you've achieved. No matter how big or small that is, everyone's got a different version of success. May you have an incredible day, an incredible year, and an incredible life. You can achieve great fucking things. Yes, you can. My friend, he's saying, sending good energy out there, high vibrations there, Holly. Thank you. Chloe saying, why are you doing swearing? Chloe, I do swear. I'm 43 years old. This is my channel. It's British Ambivert. I do swear. That's how I communicate. I don't swear when I'm at work. When I'm in a professional setting, I don't swear. But when I am communicating genuinely, I do swear. I don't swear at people, but I use curse words, yes. And some people might not like that, but that's just me being me. And I'm only going to be myself. So if you don't like swearing, then Just don't want it. I do swear sometimes. I try not to over swear, but I will use swear words sometimes. And if that offends you personally, then just maybe watch somebody else. But I don't mean to offend anybody. Of course, unless they're being rude to me, then I'll stand up for myself. Of course. Vivian Kelman. Hi from UK. Hi, Vivian. Nice to meet you. Jonah. Hi, Jonah. How are you? How's life going? How's your band doing? How's your band doing? How's your education doing? Hope you're okay, Jonah. Johnny's saying, I have huge respect for anyone who served. Genuine guy. I do too. What's your thought about drone warfare and how it shapes the battlefield? That's a very good question, Johnny. Wow. That's completely changed the game, hasn't it? Wow. I've seen some content with the drones. It's if I was a soldier, I'd be shitting myself, if I'm honest, with regards to drones. That's not easy. Yorick saying thanks to Holly. Yeah. That message was amazing to anyone. Toaster Poodle. Allah is the one true God. That's your opinion. Respect to anyone that believes whatever they want to believe. Not everyone, not a lot. Each their own, mate, with regards to beliefs. Jonah says hi. Johnny says thanks to Holly too. Yeah. Hi, Jonah. Johnny says. Pitchell says, are you transgender? No. Look at me, man. No, I'm not. Not for me. And Thomas Saul says, you're Randy. You look like Voldemort, Pitchell. Oh, you're trolling. I am bald. Yes. Lewis saying, how many bucks did you pay for that tip? I don't know what you're on about, Lewis. You're behind in the chart. Have a great day, sir. I am behind in the chart. It is what it is. I speak the best I can. Yorick saying, original Tom Bear. If you took all night to come up with that one. All right. Genuine guy saying, Johnny on the rise. I think drone warfare puts soldiers at risk of death in battlefield. Absolutely, genuine guy. Where you can't see your enemy. War is changing in a dramatic way, which is not good. Which is not good. No, it's not. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for, yeah. Scary. Turbo Wings wants to be timed out. Turbo Wings, just don't. Easy, mate. Just watch something else, man. It's all good. Johnny's saying, genuine guy, I think it changes a lot of tactics. I've never served and don't know much about military. Neither have I, Johnny. I've never have I think I would have been I think I'd have been very good at it, but I've never done it. I've gotten good. I'm quite athletic. I'm not saying I'm super athletic, but I'm very good at training, exercising, active. But I've never done it. Baldwin saying free Palestine. Baldwin, I don't know how. If you type in free Palestine, I'm not going to be able to free Palestine for you. It's just like, it's not going to achieve much by typing that on here. What we're freeing it from? Good question, Greg. I'm not saying it either. You need some thick skin in life. You need some thick skin to do this shit, by the way. What I'm doing now. If you're going to go live, you're going to get people putting you down, no matter what you look like. They're going to attack. Turbo Wings, can I be your moderator? Turbo Wings, I've already got some moderators, and they're really, really good. I really appreciate them. I don't know you. So the answer will be, for now, no. For now, no. I don't want any more at the moment. I need to be able to trust people as well through just get to know them first before I'd even choose anyone to be a moderator. If they want to do it, it's I appreciate people that moderate on here. They do a really good job. But thank you anyway. Thanks for asking. Reflection. Since someone has already requested you to be a moderator, can I be your mother? No, you can't. Reflection. Ashman Kumar. Okay, God bless you. Do you know what? God bless you too. Genuine Guy says, yes, it does, Johnny. The whole perspective of the battlefield, you will always need boots on the ground. But I feel the casualty level will dramatically rise, in my opinion, with regards to drones. Yeah, it will. And think about AI, automated machines. We're thinking about Terminator 2 here, Genuine Guy. Automated AI within robots. And I know that sounds fucking crazy, but is that going to be coming? I'm sure it will, you know. It's not just going to be drones. It's going to go beyond fucking drones. It's going to be much better, much AI automated robots in war. Imagine that one. Not a good day out. Am I Scouse? Alt, delete. No, I'm not Scouse. I'm not far from there, though. Reflection saying, Gaza needs you. Reach out, reach there and fight for them. Good luck with that. It's very complicated. There we go. I just hope there's peace in the world. That's all I'm going to say with regards to that. That war has been going on for years, man. Years and years and years. Do your research. Look at both sides of the story, if you dare. Genuine Guy says, I'm going in soon. Left and right knee replacement. Wow. And right hip all done in different stages. Wow, Genuine Guy. Wow, you must have... God, that's a lot. Yep, you're getting total knee replacements, are you? And total hip replacements. Wow, all done in different stages. Wow, they're completely... they're doing the full works in you. Once it's done, though, Genuine Guy, it'll help give you a better standard of living, more mobility. I hope that it goes. I hope that you get your hips and knees fixed soon, and that you're up and moving as soon as possible. Yeah, you can't do that all in one go, though, mate. Genuine Guys, I'm sure you know. I hope that when are you getting those operations done is the question. When's your next operation? Memories. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth. Okay. And his life, his sacrifice on the cross was all for us to remove the shame and sin, asking for him to come into your life and your soul will be saved through grace. Well, sending love and respect back to you, Memories. Each their own with regards to your beliefs. It's far better for people who mock rather to try to understand. I try to understand the best I can, Baldwin Saladin. I try to understand the best I can. I think war is horrible. It's hell on earth, basically. It's part of the human nature. There's always been wars. There always will be wars. It's part of the human nature, for right or for fucking wrong, depending on what fucking side you're on. It's the people that suffer, isn't it? It's the people on the front line, the soldiers that suffer. It's the people that are caught up in the middle of these wars. Most people don't want war. They just want a roof over their head. They want food on the table. They want to be healthy. They want to have a roof over the table. They want to be able to provide for their family. That's all most people want. That's all they want. They don't want to conquer countries. Most people don't want that. And it's just sad for the average person. Just wants peace, man. I think so anyway. Reflection. People like you sicken me. Why? Genuine Guy saying, you look extremely well for your age. I thought you was around 30 years old. Me? I'm 43. Genuine Guy, I'm 43. Greg says, the name Palestine is Palestina, a Roman name that means infertile. So Palestinians are Italians then. Also, the Palestinian flag was invented in 1964. Interesting, Greg. Lucifer, bottle of water. Okay. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, guys. I'm just reading the comments. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm sorry if I'm a bit behind, but I try to give everyone the best attention I can do, as long as it's respectful of call. Of course. Alt delete saying not true, Greg. Okay. Superstar. What's up, my guy, Albert? Okay. Superstar. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. He says hi. Johnny says best of luck to you, genuine guy. Yes. With regards to your operations, yes. The success rate's very high as well, so don't worry. I'm sure you're not worried. Maybe you might be a bit worried. I don't know. I can't put words. I don't want to put words in your mouth, genuine guy. But it'll get done soon, and you'll be glad when it's done. Let's say that. You'll have a better quality of life when it's done. Quirt says, "What are you talking about?" I'm going with the comments today. I've had a tough week, so I've kept my content simple. I'm just a space to be heard. All comments will be read out. That's it. That's all I'm doing today. Dawn says, "Good morning." Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hope you're okay. How's life? Good to see you. Good to see you on here. Hope you're all right. Zahir saying, "Free Palestine forever." Okay. Johnny saying, "Good morning" to Dawn. Nath the Gen brought his uncle's festa for sure. That's not very nice, is it? Let's carry on. Where's the capital of Palestine? I don't know. Waya Chaka, loving your channel as always. Thank you. Thanks for anyone that's liked and subscribed. Dawn says, "I think I'm going to troll today." Fuck it. You might as well join them. You can't beat them, join them. Johnny says, "Go for it, Dawn, LOL. You won't be alone." Yeah, I've got a lot on here today. I'm just going with it. Anyway, Dawn says, "Free Palestine." I know. I've got one. Free Willy. The film. It's a good one. Yeah. Brad, where's your hair? Skibbity toilet. Wachaka saying, "Hello, my friend." Hello back to you. Peace. It's all good. Kaye, one of us. What do you mean by that? Oh, there's a lovely one there, isn't there? Don't delete my comment, you rat. Lovely. Washaka saying, "I'm in Alabama, USA." Oh, wow. Cool. Nice to meet you, by the way. Hope you're okay. SQ Wigan saying, "Florida or New Jersey." Nice. Okay. Johnny says, "AI drones are scary." Yes. What if they mistake you for the enemy? How do they identify targets? And it's someone behind it with a remote control, isn't it? Just controlling them sometimes. Zahir saying, "What research are you talking about? Ignoring Palestinians and talking about Zionist terrorists." I'm not a political channel. Of course I'm fucking not. I only know so much. I'm not really going to comment on it because I think it's just shit. And me talking about it's not going to change anything. So there we go. Viking Nord, you are going, man. Off you go. Bye-bye. 24 hours gone. Memories. He's saying, "A relationship with God and Jesus Christ is needed in these times." Yes, I think it can be very helpful for people, no matter what religion you believe in. If it helps guide you and it helps you with your moral compass, being a better person. Memories. I think it can be a really positive thing if it's used in the correct manner. I think all religions can be positive if they're used in the good manner too. Nick is saying hello. Hi, Nick. Baldwin's going on about the Palestine thing again. I'm not going there, Baldwin. Sorry, mate. I'm not. Memories saying, "Read the book of Revelation. It'll explain everything you need." Well, if that helps you, that helps you. Me personally, I have my own moral compass. I'm a spiritual person. I believe we're all connected. I think we're all one. Energy. But each their own, respect, whatever. Each their own. Bailey's saying, "Hello, my name is Bailey. 25 years old. I'm personally trying to make a YouTube channel on my favourite TV show. My interest is Lego, chess, trains and ships. What about you and what content do you do?" Very good question, Bailey. I'll answer that. Give me a chance. One sec. To start off, go for it, Bailey. You might have already started. My channel is about growth, really. It's about psychology. I suppose it's like psychology. It's supposed about spiritual growth. It's about making sense of the world, growing through the suffering, trying to be the best person that you can, dealing with toxic people, etc., etc. I don't always talk about the same. I try to keep it varied as much as I can. I work full time though, so I only have so much energy. So I do what I can. So that's what mine's loosely based on. But if you're going to do it, go for it. Just go for it, mate. You learn as you go along, Bailey. And try not to get too sucked into the numbers though. Anyway, I'll carry on. Genuine guy saying the technology they have they are able to track the enemy. It's very clever. I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about it, but there wasn't drones when I served. Yeah, they're quite a new thing, aren't they? Genuine guy. Sorry for you and the downfall of your country, even though we reap the rewards of your ancestors. Free great healthcare, good jobs, nice nature. Maybe not forever though. Adela, thanks for being British. I don't think I'm a nationality though. I'm not. I don't identify as my nationality. I identify as just being a good person. Anyway, but thank you for that. Johnny's saying, go for it, Bailey. Just try it and be yourself. You'll figure it out as you go. Yeah, you do. You learn as you go along. You do learn as you go along with creating content. I prefer doing lives. That's me. I just prefer doing lives. But you adapt as you go along. Thank you to anyone that's likes and subscribed, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Zahir is saying, free Palestine forever. Yes. Okay. Azir, sorry, what's your name and your accent? My name's Brad, and this is a Lancastrian accent, English accent. Ralphie says hi to Ralphie. Adela is saying, what's wrong with his eyebrows? Nothing wrong with my eyebrows, it's just the way they are. Notion, why aren't you answering me? Notion, it takes me a while to get through the comments. I'm doing the best I can. Oh, genuine guy said it's my hip. Ouch, sorry, mate. It's causing most of the pain and restricting my ability, just constantly aching. Yeah. Sounds like they've got a lot of work to do with regard to your hips and knees there, genuine guy. So I'm assuming they're going to be doing the hip first. Naira saying, are you in England? Yes, I am. Dawn saying, sorry, I'm munching. I missed that. It's all right. Don't worry. Johnny saying, genuine guy, are your health issues caused by your service? I'd assume that, Johnny. Assume that. Wear and tear, isn't it? Heart failure. Wetting yourself is a way of peace. Okay. Notion saying, oh, plane's a space machine. No. What are you munching, Dawn? You haven't read some of my comments and you said you'd read all the comments. Well, I will read most of the comments as long as they're respectful. If I don't think they're respectful or they keep getting repeated, I don't always read them. No. If it's rude or nasty or just out of order, then I'm not gonna read every single one. I'll read the best I can. I'll read the most of them I can. If you keep it respectful and use some intelligence and some just respect, then I'll read them. Johnny says, Dawn, you sound like someone that's always hungry. Steak, Yorick. Steak's amazing. Genuine guy says, Johnny, unfortunately they are, but I wouldn't have changed anything I did though. Dawn saying, nah, that's probably all I'll eat today. It's just something when I'm watching Brad on a Sunday morning. Oh, hope you're okay, Dawn. I've not had the easiest of weeks, mate. I've really not. I've been really, really fatigued. I think I've had post-viral fatigue. I think I've been ill since the 22nd of December. I've been working all the way through it. I'll be doing this and exercising. This is not always me. It's just the situation I've been in. I think I've been a bit burnt out, and I've felt it this week. And I've had a tough week. I've had a hard week. Dealing with some weird shit at work as well. Anyway, but I won't go about that now. Action Motion Studios. What is Unk doing? Who knows? Johnny's saying, yeah, everything has a price in life. Yeah, it fucking does. There's a rugby player that once spoke, and you can imagine a rugby player, they're going to get injured. And he said the bruises and the scars and the pains are proof that I've lived. Proof that I've lived. Life for living, but there'll be wear and tear. The price of life. Bailey saying, I'm only making this comment to reply to that comment. Okay. The capital of Palestine is Jerusalem. I know this because I'm a geography teacher in Richmond, London. Thank you, Bailey. How's life as a teacher, as a geography teacher? Is it in secondary school that you work? Do you like your job? I can imagine that being a challenging job, Bailey. Thanks for sharing. Genuine guy, I joined in 1981, left in 2005. Wow, you did it. Wow, that's a long time, mate. That's a long time. I'm sorry that the country's not looked after you after the fact. I think it's disgusting, genuine guy. If they've not looked after you. I don't know what the is the pension any good? I don't know. Please tell us, because I don't know. We can't, all right. I was born here, so you can't legally deport me, says somebody. I don't know what the name is, 44. Okay, then. World Free Speech, what's the news? CNBC, XRP. Okay. Ziggy. You do have some eyebrows that are primary looking. All right then, Ziggy. Nice to meet you. How are you? Nero saying, okay, question. Okay, answered. England. How expensive is it to live there? How much is the average monthly rent? And how much is rent in London? And how much percentage in increase yearly is rent? Wow, Nero, you're asking a lot of questions there. I'll do my best I can. It's quite expensive to live in England. I don't know about London, but London's more expensive to live in. I don't know what the average monthly rent is, but it's not cheap. And how much does it increase? It depends on the year how much it increases. Maybe it increases 5%, 4%. I don't know. But it's not cheap, mate. It's not cheap. And it's getting more expensive. Google that, man. I can't give them... Nero, I'd Google that. The questions you've asked, Google it, mate, because I can't give you those exact answers to that. Blue Sky saying, love from North Korea. Wow, how's life in North Korea, Blue Sky? I hope you're okay. How's life in North Korea? Interesting. Johnny's saying that's quite a long time, genuine guy. It really is, yeah, a long time. Did you get into private security or use those skills in the private sector? Good question, Johnny. Birdboy saying, make England English again. Blue Sky is saying, love from North Korea. Thank you. Ziggy is saying, if you have been hurt giving service, thank you for your service. Whether it was in America or to Britain, those are the two countries that really matter. Okay. I think all countries matter. I think all people matter, Ziggy, but that's very kind of you to say, in my opinion. As long as people are good, that's the main thing. But I think, yeah, anyone that's served, it's good to give respect out there. So thank you for that. Absolutely. It's not an easy job, that, man. It really isn't. It really isn't. Being in the army is not easy, man. It can shape you in a good way, though, if you utilise it in a good way, I suppose, a healthy way. Johnny saying, Blue Sky, are you Kim? I guess that's the only guy you having internet up there, LOL. Right, okay. It's Kelly. I hope you have the best day ever. It's Kelly. Thank you. Very kind of you to say. Genuine guy says, yes, Johnny, went into close protection. I'm licensed to carry sidearms. Then I did door work and got my SIA license. That's what you did after the army. Dawn saying, sounds rough, Brad. Hopefully next week is better. January blues, LOL. Fuck yeah. They said Monday this week, Monday just gone this week. It was the most depressing day, Blue Monday it was called, wasn't it? The most depressing day of the year. I think my energy was shit. And I had to deal, I've heard some things what have happened where I work, and it's not nice, man. It wasn't nice, mate. It was hot. Very morally bankrupt, what I've witnessed at work. Morally bankrupt. And I was disgusted by some things that I've noticed. And my energy was shit. That's why I didn't do so many lives. But onwards and upwards, as they say. Keep fucking going. The bird boy, he's English, not Welsh. Yes, I am English, yes. Work of your ancestors. You said, I can't reap the what? Whatever. Work of your ancestors, like great jobs in healthcare for long, but I was born in England, so explain how. I don't know what you mean, man. As well, in England, let's say Great Britain, whatever, and they conquered the world, whatever, hundreds of years ago, whatever, long time ago. The average person was fucked. You'd be working in mills. You'd be working in mills, right? You'd have no healthcare. This is when England was at its strongest, let's say. And the average person was poor as fuck. They were slaves. We still are now, but they were even worse off. Their life expectancy was like 30 years old. So by the time you're 30, you're probably dead. And you'd be just working. And a lot of people, they started work at 5 years old as an English person. So it was dog shit. Anyway, I've got off on a tangent there, but the average person didn't have it good. Better now than it was then, I suppose. Anyway, Johnny said, genuine guy, I have a couple of American and French guys who occasionally come down here to train private security. Wow, that's interesting, Johnny. You won't want to mess with them types of people, Johnny. Genuine guy, you won't want to mess with that guy either. Ex-military, commando, whatever. Ex-military man, and they've done 20, 30 years, and they've just, they've been through it, to say the least. You don't want to mess with them types of people. I bet they're very strong, well-rounded people. How's the fish and chips, Alicia saying? Fish and chips, it's a nice meal. It's very stodgy, meaning it's very filling. I don't think it's the best food in the world, my opinion, but it's okay. That's my opinion. Bailey saying, yeah, it's a struggle, especially with the kids who think teachers are out here to make their life miserable. But I'm here to help them and help their future, get a career and have a family. Thanks. You know what? Thanks, Bailey, for doing that job. That's a fucking hard job being a teacher. I've worked in education myself in the past, but as a teaching assistant with special needs kids over about 10 years ago. But it was better. But yeah, so I can see where you're coming from. A lot of the kids in this country, in England, don't appreciate the fact they've even got an education. I can imagine it being really difficult dealing with the parents as well, because some of the parents are like children having children, Bailey, meaning that the parents are like children too. You got to deal with them. And you're only trying to help them, but they think like you're going to make their life miserable. It's lack of appreciation, isn't there, from the kids sometimes. It must be a very difficult job. Alicia, I've answered that question. Paul, are you on universal credit? No, I'm not. I've worked since I'm 43 years old. I've never not had a job since I was 16. I've worked since I was 16. I still work now. I've never had benefits in my life, by the way. Never taken any benefits. No disrespect to anyone that does, because sometimes we all need that. So we could all potentially need benefits, but no, I'm not on that, Paul. Bailey saying, I'm not replying to how much I earn in my replying to how much I earn in rent. Bailey, it's a very personal question, isn't it? What you rent, how much rent you pay, and how much you earn. I think they're very personal questions that you shouldn't ask people, Bailey. So I agree with what you're saying there. Absolutely. Why would you answer that? I don't think you need to answer that either. I understand why he said that, by the way. I was going to be a teacher, you know, but I chose nursing instead, Bailey. But I just chose nursing. But I was going to choose, I was either that or be a teacher. But I've gone with nursing. Anyway, genuine guy saying, yes, it's fair. I'm married. We built our own place. I've got a beautiful 19-year-old daughter. Do a lot to try to help veterans. Good for you, mate. You sound like a great person, genuine guy. You sound like a great person. Johnny's saying, there, you got your content, Bailey. So, thought-provoking there. Johnny's saying, that's great, genuine guy. It absolutely is. Nero saying, I'm in the United States. Your healthcare costs how much? How have universal healthcare? How good is it? What the NHS, Nero, how good is it? It's functional. It helps people. It does a lot of good. You don't have to pay for your hip replacements or your knee replacements. And they must cost thousands, man, in America. Thousands, mate. Or if you go private to get your hip replaced, it's fucking a lot of money. A lot of fucking money. You'd be like, ouch. Literally, ouch. Knee replacements would cost a lot, thousands, man. But the NHS, it's free. It's good, but the waiting lists have got longer. The NHS is crumbling. The country's crumbling. It's not as good as it was, but at least there's still that option there for now. For now, is it going to go private in the future? Hope not, but will it? Genuine says thank you to Johnny. Genuine guy says thank you to Johnny. Alan says, have you ever been to the moon? Yeah, I've been to the moon loads of times, mate. I go every day. I'm joking, of course. Hayu says, say bottle of water. Said it. Moon says, get a job. I have a job. I'm a nurse. I'm a scrub nurse. I work for the NHS. I do about between 45 and 50 hours a week on average, honestly. That's what I do. I do overtime. So I work for the NHS, man. I've always had a job. I've never not had a job, Moon. Call me a bum. Silly. This. I don't get paid. I don't get paid for this shit. I've not got enough subscribers. I've not got enough watch hours. I'm not monetized on here yet. Yet is the saying, though. I will become monetized on here, and it will give me an income in the future. It's coming. It's already happening. But right now, it's not right now. It is, but it will do in the future. But I do work. I work hard. Moon, what do you do? Is the question. Moon, what do you do? What do you do? I've already answered that one. That person's been disrespectful. I'm not reading that. Kenya says, hey. Fracture says hello. Fracture Christian, hello. Mini Jim says, thank you. I enjoy watching your stream while taking my morning dump. Well, enjoy that, lad. Good for you. Whatever. Anyway, I'll move on the best I can. Bailey says, yes, most of the time it's the parents' fault. Yeah, I agree, Bailey. And then they blame the fucking teacher for their own shortcomings. They project. Yep. It's the way they brought up. I got a kid expecting my girlfriend is sorry, let me just start again. Sorry, Bailey. Bailey says, yes, most of the time it's the parents' fault for the children's behaviours. Absolutely. It's the way they've been brought up. Absolutely. I've got a kid expecting my girlfriend is to 3 months and my kid is going to be brought up respectful and grateful. Bailey, your child is going to be very lucky to have you. You sound like you're very well-rounded, very wise and a very healthy person. And your child is very lucky to have you as a parent. That's what I've got to say to that. You're absolutely correct, though. A lot of the time it's the parents don't parent properly, the kids misbehaves at school, underperforms at school, and then they blame the teachers in the school for their kid underperforming when it's the lessons haven't been taught at home. Happens a lot of the time, Bailey. So much more now than it used to as well, in my opinion. That's what makes that's why I didn't want to be a teacher. It's not an easy job. But thank you for doing it, man, because it's not, we need more teachers in the world. It's undervalued as well, underpaid, undervalued, as is nursing. It really is. Anyway, I'll move on. Sander saying, sorry guys, I just did my yoga. Sander, well done. Fucking get in. Keep doing it. Well done. How long did you do, Sander? Well done. I didn't realise you were doing your yoga. Fucking, that's how you win. Well done, Sander. How long did you do? And how did you find it? Liam says hello. Liam. Hi, Liam. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad, by the way. Sander says, Holly, what a wonderful message. Thank you. Yeah, it's just lovely. Wessel delivers. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to Wessel. Nero saying, in the United States, without health insurance, you go bankrupt or get denied care unless you go to emergency, but then you have to file bankruptcy. Nero, that's awful. We don't know, do you know, Nero, a lot of people in the UK take it for granted. Do you know what happens as well? I work in the theatres. Work in theatres, right? You'll have someone who's getting, let's say, yeah, heating off. I'm going to turn the heating off. One moment. You can hear me, but you can't see me right now. I'm just turning the heating off. Heating's off. Nero, let me go back to Nero's comment. A lot of people, I work in the hospital, and someone will be having, let's just go with this one, hip replacement, knee replacement, and they won't turn up. They won't turn up. They'll just cancel. They'll cancel. And it's like, they won't even turn up. Or some people turn up drunk, Nero. And these procedures cost thousands. They cost fucking loads of money. And they don't even turn up for it. It's crazy. And if these people were paying for their operations, they wouldn't be cancelling it, trust me. Some people do, which is mental, isn't it? But if you're in America, that sounds awful, Nero. So if you've not got health insurance, you go bankrupt to get denied care. It must be really. I really wouldn't like to live in America, guys. I really wouldn't. I'm sure it's got its positives, but not for me. Ashton saying Marikov from COD, is that 7? I don't know what that means. Petals says hi, Petals. Nice to meet you, Petals. Petals dolls, nice to meet you. Genuine guy saying I've got to go. I've subscribed. It's been nice to listen to your story. Thank you for subscribing, Genuine Guy. Thanks for sharing your story. It's been really interesting and been very respectful, man. It says a lot about you. It tells me everything about you, which is in a good way. I'd like to say thank you to the host and Johnny, all that made kind remarks. Look forward to your next live. Thanks, Genuine Guy. That's what it's all about. Respect. Thank you. Johnny says bye to Genuine Guy. I'm ignoring the one above that one. How was I disrespectful? Genuine question. I'm not answering that. You've not been the greatest, if I'm honest. You've been trolling. I'm on about somebody else here. You know who you are. Zuki says, take care, Genuine Guy. Johnny said, hope you feel relaxed. Yoga's so good for you. Really, really is. I need to do it. I think everyone needs to do it. I'm not very good at it, if I'm honest. I'm not very flexible. Sandra's saying, Johnny, I feel so good and so grateful. Listening to lovely, calming music now in the background. Sandra says 1 hour, Brad. You did an hour. Sandra, keep doing it, please. Keep doing it. It's really good for you. It makes you feel good, doesn't it? It takes away the aches and the pains or alleviates them a little bit. Cat Dog says, hi, Cat Dog. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I'm doing a chilled one today. I'm just going with the comments. I'm just going with the comments. Johnny says, Bailey, if you consider content, just talk about that. Share your perspective. Yeah. And sometimes you start with something. I started with one of my first videos was about a review. I reviewed a backpack, for God's sake. And I just started. And I just learned as I went along. And I just kept turning up. I kept turning up. And I've got a little bit better. I'm not perfect now, though. I love doing lives, though, man. I just love doing lives. Anyway. Sandra's saying, I accidentally deleted Holly's message, Brad. I'm really sorry. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry, Sandra. I've done that in the past as well. Don't worry. And Bailey's saying, the worst thing I've had, I was teaching a class on maps, and one of them says to me, why the fuck do we need to do this? You're a useless arsehole and your job is easier. All you have to do is sit there and teach. Oh my, that's bad, Bailey. That's just some stupid, ignorant child that's saying that. That's awful, isn't it, Bailey? That's awful. That's awful. I'm sorry that you had to hear that. Cat dog, I don't know what you're on about. Nero saying the US employers cover a portion, but it's expensive, and the portion we pay getting more expensive. Cost of living is going up, Nero. Is it going to get harder going forwards? The US is in so much debt. Is that going to implode? Is that going to affect society? Not just in the US, but in the Western world and beyond. Cost of living is getting higher. It's getting harder out there, guys. I can feel it myself. So yeah. In England, we pay a lot of tax, a hell of a lot of tax, a hell of a lot, and it's just getting. You just got to keep going the best you can, Nero. It doesn't sound great. Sorry, Nero. Whereabouts in America are you from? And what do you like? What's good about America? And what do you like about living in America? And what do you not like about living in America? Johnny's saying, Bailey, yeah, I get that. People are rude and don't appreciate the work. You get it in the hospital too. People take things for granted. Spoilt brats by the sounds of it. Bailey saying, being a teacher is rewarding. Okay. I had a girl coming on Monday telling me that they'd been accepted into university to learn geography, and gave me a present and a gift card, £40 in any shop. It shows some people are kind. Bailey, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Wow. And it's not the money, is it? Of course, it's the fact that you've taught someone that's gone to university that's going to do the job, is likely to do the job that you're doing. That's what it's all about. You've got to hold on to those moments. Without teachers in the world, we'd be lost. We really would. And I get it. Not everyone's going to love geography, which is okay. Most people might not like it, which is, again, is okay. You can't expect that, but it's important, man. We need teachers in the world. We need people. We need all sorts. We need people useful. We need useful people in the world to keep it going. We all play our part. Well, we all should play our part. Even if it doesn't matter if you're a cleaner, I don't know, a bin man, for example, taking the bins. It's important. We all have a role to play. Anyway, Bailey says thank you to Johnny. Being a teacher's not easy though, anyway. But Millie is saying, hello from California. Hello, Millie. I think I've seen you before. Hope you're okay. Good to see you on here again. Hope that you're okay, Millie. Elm is saying hi. Hi to Elm. Someone lazy saying, are you in an illusion of safety? Maybe. Can you elaborate on that, someone lazy? Zuki saying to Bailey, that's lovely. Teaching is much harder than people generally give it credit for. Yeah, it is. With budget restrictions, difficult students, and having to be so adaptable can't be easy. And it's also lesson plans, isn't there, Bailey? I'm sure you're aware of those. Lesson plans and reports. Like you do get the same holidays as the kids' holidays, like the summer holidays, but there's a lot of lesson planning and documentation that needs to be done as well. And dealing with challenging parents, big one. Paul saying Andy Berman has been blocked from running as MP. Okay, I didn't know that. Someone lazy saying the same thing again. Kim Young is saying hi. Liam Bean is saying awesome stream. Lots of love from Canada. Thank you to Liam. Thank you so much. Hope that you're okay. Johnny's saying taxes are ups and downs. Here I only pay 10%, which is low compared to England, let's say. But public services are basically miserable shit. In Paraguay, it's Paraguay, isn't it, that you're from? Sorry. Anyway, Bailey's saying, my nieces literally hate geography, but they get taught it in school and if they need the help, I'm here. Lucky nieces, Bailey. APP Percy saying, be strong from Minnesota. Yes, be strong. Be strong. Thank you for sharing. Nero saying, some people are saying the US dollar will default. I don't like America because we have the high debt, as you mentioned. Yes, so does England in its own way. And no universal healthcare, but we have a lot of billionaires. Yes, health disparities, not health disparities, wealth disparities. The gap's getting wider, isn't it? Let's say the least. Sandra, hi Sandra. Sad and not useful. What do you mean by that, Sandra? Please elaborate. Hope that you're okay. Sankey okay, saying you've gotten skinny. Eat more food. I'm very worried about your well-being. Sankey okay is displaying this, the power of suggestion. Aren't you, Sankey? You've gotten skinny. Oh, have I gotten skinny? No, I haven't. Eat more food. I eat loads of food. I'm very worried about your well-being. You're using the power of suggestion there and not in a positive way there, Sankey. I'll leave that with you. Why are you doing that? Johnny on the rise saying, Nero, I don't think no other currency will replace the dollar on the world stage. Here in Latin America, basically everything runs on the dollar. Yes, you're paying local currency, but imports, exports are in dollars. Okay, I'll keep going. I can't read your name. I'm going to say Dylan. Is it okay to be gay? Yes, it is. It's okay. Each their own, man. Each their own. Of course it is. Be yourself. Just be a kind, respectful person. Just be a good person. That's it. Choose whatever path you want to go down. Harsha says hello. Hello, Harsha. Nero says, Johnny, I don't know what will happen, but I am concerned. No, we don't. None of us know what's going to happen. I think there might be a massive recession going forwards and a really big one. But I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. Let's hold my hand up. I hope I'm wrong. I think that, yeah, something's going to give. Jack says hi. I think we'll all be affected by that too. But do the best going forwards. Hi, Jack. How are you? Sankey's going, you might have vitamin C deficiency. Who are you? Or add oranges to your diet. Sankey, again, using the power of suggestion. I think you're being silly, Sankey. Non-sensual. Dylan says hi. Hi, Dylan. Hope you're okay. I'm sorry I can't read the rest of your name, but I'll say call you Marguerite Dylan, sorry. Hi to you. Hope you're okay. Bailey says, and something what made me angry is what they call me, bro. I get so annoyed. I'm not the friend, I'm the teacher. I get on with some students, but it's a teacher-pupil friendship. No, they're not your friends. You respect them, you be friendly with them, but they're not your friends. Of course not. It's just, you've got to keep that distance professionally. Absolutely, Bailey. I do that with my colleagues. The people I work with, I'm friendly with them, I'm respectful with them, I'll support people, I'll help people, but I'm not the friend. I'm not the friend. That sounds really harsh, but that's the way I approach things professionally in that way there, yeah. When I'm at work, I'm on about. You've got to have that different, it's just within the confines of that, yeah. I get it. Johnny's saying, yes, there's lots of uncertainty in the world. Yes, there is. Turbulent times. Just focus on what you can do day to day. Yep. You can't control a lot of it either, Johnny, as I'm sure you know, with regards to world events. It's when people say free Palestine, they write it on here. It's like, These are world events, thousands of miles away. You're sat up there on your computer typing free fucking Palestine. You might have really good intentions, let's say, but you're not going to change or do anything by typing those things. You've got to focus on yourself, where you are, being a good person, being a useful person, whatever. Anyway, I'll carry on. Percy's saying, our fight is becoming the same, brother. Minnesota's becoming something weird. Can you elaborate, Percy? What's life like in Minnesota and what are the challenges at the moment? Jack saying, can I ask a serious question? Okay, ask a question. Go for it. Bailey saying, I'm being completely honest here. I don't get paid for what I do. I'm grateful for my job, happy with the money, but I deserve to get paid more. I'd agree with that. Absolutely. Whatever. QERD, best gay YouTuber. I'm not gay, guys, obviously. This is silly. Find it somewhere else. Percy said, is that where you're from? Minnesota, yes. Nero saying, well, inflation is bad now. You can't afford anything. The 90s, USS was great. Things were cheap. Nero, it's same in England, mate. It's similar in a way with regards to the 90s having been a lot cheaper, better times. Yes, in the early 2000s, you could go into that as well. It was better then. Things have declined. Some of the towns that I live in, like I'm around, a lot of the towns they've gone downhill massively. It's been a massive change. It's gone downhill. Hulk says hi. Hi to Hulk. Hope you're okay, Hulk. Liam is saying you sound like you're from the UK. How is it up there, Liam? Yeah, I'm from the UK. I'm from England. I'm doing the best I can, Liam. Fried Greg sandwich. I had a large golden teacher 30 minutes ago. What should I do? I don't know what you mean by that, fried Greg sandwich. Spartan, how do you stop yourself from thinking constantly bad about yourself? Ooh. How do you stop it? So you're beating yourself up, Spartan. And I still do it now. Start writing things about what you appreciate. What do you appreciate? Keep it simple. What do you appreciate? What are things that you've done well at in life? Think about what you've done well at in life. Start to think about those things, maybe, Spartan. That has to be the worst take ever. I don't know what you mean by it, Spartan. But then, Spartan, you're being rude now. You're such a pleb. And then, you know what? Stop thinking constantly bad about yourself. Stop being nasty to others. Be nicer to others, Spartan. You call me a pleb, which is a put down. I'm not taking it personally. I've got a good sense of self. I'm compos mentis. I love myself in a healthy way. And Spartan, you're putting me down. So back to what you said, stop thinking constantly bad about yourself. Is stop putting other people down. It's not that's not good. Stop being a better person, mate. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, work on yourself. Start reading more about psychology. Learn about yourself. Learn about what triggers you, self-love, mate. To say it very vaguely. Sarah saying hi, Sarah. Spartan, I actually think you're such a Spartan. You obviously hate yourself. You're showing me why you hate yourself because you're trying to put me down. We don't respect negativity here, no. Why is bald? God, I get this asked every time. Why am I bald? It's because it's hereditary. It's in my DNA. So my dad's bald, therefore I'm bald. And I lost my hair, and it's okay. Bailey's saying, going to give an estimate here. I earn yearly £47,500. Footballers earn that in a week nowadays. Yeah, they do, and beyond, Bailey. It's the values in society are so wrong, and footballers they're they're referred to as gods and amazing people, and they are very skilled and they're very hardworking, and it's not their hot faults. They're good at football. Let's say they're great at football, but do they deserve all that money? No. It's the values in society are the balance is so wrong, isn't it? Santa's saying, I can confirm that Brad isn't bloody gay. No, not that he needs me to confirm, but here we are. Here we are. It happens on all lives. People say it. They're projecting. Dylan saying, where are you from? My dad left me when I was a kid. I'm sorry to hear that, Dylan. So you're saying holding others in less contempt will do wonders for thinking of yourself in a bad way too. What you give, you receive back. Absolutely, Zuki. Hamida saying Palestine, Pakistan. Okay. Okay. Percy saying the cops are worried to enforce the law. People are trying to fight corruption, but are being distracted. Yeah, that can happen. Nero saying housing cost is a problem everywhere, not just the US, Netherlands, Canada, you're right. Germany, France, England, Canada, Belgium, the list goes on. You're absolutely right, Nero. It's not just in one place. It might appear to be different, but it's happening everywhere, yeah. Thanks, Zuki. Easy on the spam. Just chucking loads of free Palestine stuff. I mean, I don't know how that's going to help on here, man. I can't help with that. I'm not a politician, am I? I'm just a normal guy that's speaking on here the best I can, genuinely. And he's not. Anyways, you can say not that we necessarily I can't say that word, necessarily disagree with the sentiment, but we need to give everyone the space to discuss. Thank you. Thank you, Zuki. You're very, very good moderating there. Santa's saying thank you, Zuki, for being such a beautiful person. I agree. Dispassionate Observer, welcome back. I've seen you before. I hope that you're okay. I must fix all of my upper front teeth. They are so sensitive to cold that winter is painful, but I must find an empathetic dentist. Can't wait. Dispassionate Observer, I hope that you get your teeth fixed soon. Toothache can be very painful, as I'm sure you know. I hope you get that fixed soon. Zuki Sanders to sending love and respect. Percy saying, chill, could be you. Please be that chart. Don't know what you mean by that, Percy. Santa saying thank you to Zuki. Nero says at least England has rock metal bands that play here. Big fan of the European bands. Yes, some of them are really good. Some are great American artists as well, Nero. Local programmer. Where are you from? England. Chorley. 30 miles away from Manchester. Lights, Cars, the band. What's your favourite song right now? Oof, good question. I can't think of one right now. I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'll go with that. But they're not current. They're not new, are they? Anyway, which bands do you like? But I like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like a lot of other music as well. See all this thing. Jesus loves you. Sending love and respect back to you. Thank you. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Anyway, Zuki saying, quick update from me. Even though it's going to be a struggle to manage, I'm actively trying to move out of living with my parents currently. Great. Because my emotional safety is most important to me. Yeah, you've told me about the relationship with your mum. Not the best, Zuki. I remember you saying that. How are you going to achieve that? How are you going to achieve it? What you working, what you do, what you putting in place to achieve that? Your emotional safety is important to you, yeah. And once you've got your own place, you've got your own sanctuary, really, and you can grow from that. I hope that you achieve that soon, Zuki. And it's not easy, is it? Especially with your back pain. Craig saying hello, Baldy. My name's Brad, Craig. Hello back to you, Craig. Keep it respectful, mate. Keep it respectful. Yeah, I'm bald. Of course I'm bald. My name's Brad. Your name's Craig. I'll call you by your name, Craig. I'll be respectful to you. Give it me back. I've answered that already. Santa says, oh my God, Zuki. Craig saying you sound like a blabbering pancake. Well, do you know what you do, Craig? Just flick your phone. If you're on your phone, flick it and fuck off. Yeah? How's that one? Santa saying, I love that for you, Zuki. Woohoo. Yes, you come first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Meow, meow. Meow, meow says meow, meow. Hello to meow, meow. Daniel says you sound like a blabbering pancake. Same to you, Daniel. Off you go. Craig saying make England England again. It's been and gone. Santa says woof woof. Okay. We've got God. Right. I'll have a sip of water. Zuki says I've applied for a local appointment. Fingers crossed, I pass the checks and move out as soon as possible. It's been so damaging living here. The trauma is really having a physical, psychological impact on me. I'm sorry, Zuki. I'm really sorry to hear that. That does not sound easy at all. Yeah, the body and the mind connection there with regards to that as well, of course. I believe that's going to come for you. It's the year of the fire horse, isn't it? From the 17th of February, which is Chinese astrology, if you believe in that. And also, this is a number 1 in numerology. It has 9 years. And last year was a number 9 year of endings. And this year is a number 1 year in numerology. And that's a year of new beginnings. So new beginnings. And the fire horse is linked to that new beginnings type of logic, Zuki. So onwards and upwards for you. I hope that you get what you want as soon as possible. And I hope that it works out for you. Percy saying, glad you speak up, bro. Take your time. Love from USA. Thanks. No, thanks, Percy. Thanks for being respectful. Thanks for being like a decent, kind person, like with a brain, with respect. That's the way people should be, really. Just be nice, be a good person, man. And that's it, basic. Thank you. Love and respect back to you, Percy, and to everyone else. Liam is saying, my favourite band from the UK is Gorillaz. Liam, they're great. I'm going to watch them at Tottenham. I've got tickets to watch the Gorillaz on the 20th of June. I've got the tickets, so I'm going to go and watch Gorillaz live. I've never seen them live, and I really do. Gorillaz are a great band. So I agree with you there, Liam. I'm going to see them live this year. I can't wait. Santa saying, Zuki, I can believe and understand that. I truly hope you get the appointment. You really deserve it. Yeah, you fucking do, Zuki. You're a great person. You're a great person. You deserve that. Absolutely. Santa saying, oh my God, I love the Gorillaz. Yeah. Zuki saying, it's not optimal because I'm like 25 minutes drive from theirs, but it's still my own space. And I'm hoping to enforce some strict boundaries to give me space. And once you're in your own place, it's much easier to put them boundaries in place because you control your interactions. You don't have to be around them all the time. You're under your own roof, under your own rules, Zuki, as I'm sure you're aware. Johnny's saying, best of luck to Zuki. Absolutely. Daniel saying, English are full of pompous attitudes. You can't say one nationality. It's very stereotypical of you to say, Daniel. Some people are pompous, some people are assholes, but some people are nice. Take people as they find them, not matter where they're from. Give people you can't stereotype a nationality, say they're all this or they're all that. It's very narrow-minded, Daniel, to say that. Goopinda. Time drinks its own shadow, while ideas put on shoes made of yesterday, insisting that meaning only happens when no one is looking. Goopinda. Hi, my name's Brad. That is very interesting. Thanks for sharing. Very thought-provoking, very, very wise. Let me break it down. Time drinks its own shadow, while ideas put on shoes made of yesterday, insisting that meaning only happens when no one is looking. Wow, that's so deep, man. Goopinder, I'm going to share it because it's just, that's great. Thank you for sharing that, Goopinder. You sound like you're very wise, very intelligent. Thanks for sharing. Zuki says thank you to Sander. Sander says thank you, Zuki. Yes, boundaries for sure. That is a must. You have to. You've got to. Otherwise, you're just going to get walked all over. It's not fun. And Nero is saying US rock metal was great in the 90s, 2000s. And US bands, not that good. I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. But the new young bands better in Europe. Overall, maybe, yeah. It depends on your opinion, Nero, but thanks for sharing. I understand where you're coming from with that. And there's not as much money in music anymore. They used to make money on CDs, didn't they? But now it's all internet. So they make money on the concerts now. The Oasis, let's say. Zuki saying at some point it may be necessary to restrict contract altogether, but I will see how moving out goes first. Zuki, you might already know this. Dawn's got a lot of experience with that, a lot of experience. So Sandra's got, we've all got some experience with that, let's say. But everyone's got their own individual story with regards to that. But you definitely, yeah, by the sounds of it, I think that'd be a great move for you to get your own place and then see how it goes. See how it goes. You're giving yourself a lot of self-respect there, which is a healthy thing. Percy laughing, saying, fuck off. It's so funny in the very cold US. I didn't mean to be funny. Bailey saying, Brad, it's been very nice getting to know you these last 20 minutes. And likewise, Bailey, you've been respectful, man, and really intelligent. Thanks for sharing. Anyway, sorry, I hope I've shown that I'm a very nice person. Definitely, Bailey, 1000%. It's clear. Absolutely. Sorry, I try to be as I've been brought up to be. I'm still be here just building Lego. Building blocks of life, innit, I suppose. Thanks for being with us, Bailey. You've been great. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for being respectful. Thanks for sharing your wisdom and your stories. We can all learn from those types of things. Sienna, you've been on here before. Hi, Sienna. Hope you're okay. Good afternoon, Petal. Good afternoon to you, Sienna. I remember you were on here a long, long time ago. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay, Sienna. Terrific Celestial. Look. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm just going with the comments. Terrific Celestial. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. You come in peace. Respect back to you. We need more of that in the world. Johnny says, Stuka, I hope everything turns out well for you. I do too. Liam said it's been really always gloomy over there. What, in England? It can be. It can be. Absolutely. ITZ saying he's a fan. Don't know what you mean by that. Elaborate. Zuki saying, I appreciate that. Thanks, Brad and everyone. Love and respect. It's all good. Sander's sending love and respect too. Nero saying Gorillaz, I will check them out. They've got some good songs. Oh, Nero, check Gorillaz out. They've got some great songs. Have you heard of Blur, the band? It's Damien Albarn, is it? I hope I'm saying the name right. He's the lead singer of the Gorillaz. The lead singer of Blur is the lead singer of Gorillaz, basically. They're a really good band. They've got some great songs. So check it out. It's worth checking out. Brian says hi. Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. Nero said Oasis act arrogant. Well, that's very true. But I like the music. They had 2 good albums, Nero, in my opinion, Oasis. The songs they never get old. The best songs never get old. They've made some great songs, but they are a bit arrogant. Yeah, I'd agree. The way they behave. But the music, some of the tunes are really good. Zuki saying, seeing how my dad is treated is heartbreaking, even if he's an enabler. It's like looking at a future me if I was unaware of the trauma or not addressing it at all, but I can't be responsible for him. No, you can't. Your dad is enabling that toxic behaviour from your mum by the sounds of it, Zuki. mental. I wouldn't put up for that. I'll put up with that either. But that's his. That you can't fix him. You can't fix that. You can only work on yourself. Maybe you could set the example of what to be, Zuki. Maybe you could set the example of what to be and what boundaries to put in place and pave the way, show the way through your actions. You're absolutely right by saying you can't be responsible for him. No, you can't. It's impossible to be responsible for someone else. You've got to be responsible for yourself. Very wise, by the way, Zuki. You're a lot wiser than your age. You really are. And that will help guide you going forwards. It already is. Percy saying Peppers and Old Smashing Pumpkins are well on bands as well. Yep. Agreed. Zuki saying, oh yeah, I love Gorillaz. Definitely want to see them someday. Yeah. I've never seen them live. I'm going this year. I'm going to watch Prodigy as well. I'm watching Prodigy at the Wembley Arena on the 25th of April. And I'm watching, obviously I've said this, Gorillaz on the 20th of December. And hopefully I want to see Alanis Morissette in Lytham in July. But I've not got the tickets for that yet. I need to look into it. I love going to live events. I love different types of music as well. It's good to have something to look forward to. Anyway, Johnny's saying, I feel that Zuki. Sometimes we think we need to do something, but no matter what we do, we make it worse. Yeah, some things aren't solvable. You can only get, yeah, it's just difficult. Graham's asking, is there any Mockle misers around? Graham, what the hell is that? What's a Mockle miser? I don't know what that is. Graham, elaborate. Santa's saying, Zuki, no, we are all here. We're not here to save our parents. And if you try to, you're not going to get very far if they don't want to be helped. We are here to live our lives and be our best selves. Agreed. As difficult as it can be watching toxic family dynamics, it's took me years to learn this. Maybe the best thing you can do is stop the generational trauma in yourself. Is to end the generational trauma just by being your best self, maybe. By not passing it on to others, if you know what I mean. That's the best you can do. Anyway, Zuki's saying, Johnny, yeah, it's hard to accept, but I can't be the saviour, especially when he's unwilling to have been there for me. Zuki, you bang on. I can't even disagree with what you're saying because you're absolutely right. Johnny's saying, used to listen to a lot of Metallica and Guns N' Roses. Yeah, great bands, great music. From a better time, let's say. Nero saying, check out Lord of the Lost Germany Beast in Black Finland band, Avatar Sweden, Landmarks France, Paleface Switzerland, and Ginger Ukraine. I've never heard of those, Nero. Thanks for sharing. Sandra saying she loves Metallica. Zuki saying thank you to Sandra. Yeah, it's hard to accept, but if I can't trust them to keep me emotionally safe, I can't trust their opinions and judgments. No, if they're not going to keep you emotionally safe, they don't have that ability. They're not there, Zuki, as I'm sure you know. It's just not there, unfortunately. You have to find it yourself. Shining Star. Can you say my name? Hi to Shining Star. There you go. Sana saying, Gopinda. Oh, that's really deep. Yeah, really deep. Gopinda showed a really good one there. I agree. Very deep. I've never heard of that saying. I like things like that. Interesting. What Shining Star is using capital letters. What do you think about India? I've never been to India, Shining Star, but I work with Indian people. I have worked with a lot of Indian people in my life, and I found them to be really nice, respectful people. I work alongside some Indian people at the hospital I work at in Chorley for the NHS, and they're really nice people. That's all I've got to say. And I love Indian food. I find them to be very calm, very respectful people. I have a lot of time for them. Nero saying, Blur, yes, same guy. Didn't know that. Did you not know? Nero, no, yeah, they are. Some of the songs are really good. Really fucking good. Zuki saying, love Pendulum too. Absolutely class music. David is saying, your eyebrows have got me tripping. Okay, cool. Hi to David. Sana saying, Zuki, that's correct. They're just people who haven't worked on themselves. Yeah, three-dimensional type of thing, lower vibrational like level. And you need to stay away from that to be in your own lovely energy. You have to. If you want to be five-dimensional, you've got to like kind of like, you still love people from afar. You've got to protect your own energy. It's important. Shining Star is saying, how do you find India? I've answered that question. David's saying, I would walk 500 miles. That's a great song, David. It's a good song. Is it the Proclaimers? Is it the Proclaimers that sing? Yeah, Proclaimers. I would walk 500 miles. It's a great tune. Nero saying, Smashing Pumpkins. I had albums. Gladys Morissette. She had a really good album. I want to see her live. Prodigy had an album. The song called Firestarter. Fat of the Land is the album, isn't it, Nero? With the Firestarter on it. It's a great song. Johnny saying, being German, the most successful German band will be Rammstein. I kind of like the style. Some of the songs are deep, others are disgusting. I've never heard of Rammstein, Johnny. Nero saying, didn't Prodigy singer pass away? They have a new singer. It's Liam Flint. Is it not Liam Flint? Keith Flint was the lead singer, kind of. The brains behind the Prodigy is called Liam Howlett. Liam Howlett writes all the music, and most of the music. But the frontman, entertainer was Keith Flint. Yeah, he's passed away. I think he took his own life, sadly. Very troubled person. He seemed like a really nice person too. Sad. I don't know if they've probably got a new singer to replace him. I don't know. I've not seen that though, if I'm honest. Percy saying every voice is and will be heard. Yes, as long as it's respectful, Percy. Nero saying love Rammstein too. Du hast, great song. I need to check that out. Thanks guys for sharing that. I've never checked that out, so I need to look into it. Johnny saying the thing is I can understand them. If I listen to him digging up his dead girlfriend and kissing her, I don't know. LOL. Not very happy. No, that sounds very twisted, Johnny. Not for me either. Johnny saying, but Du hast, Son, Engel are some good songs. I've got to the comments. Nero saying Proclaimers, yes, I had that CD. Yeah, that's a great, very Scottish band, Proclaimers. Flen is saying, you're Hitman 47. What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. Wow. All the twos, it's all good. Ellie, hi Ellie, how are you? Do you know how to speak Northern, like Newcastle? That's a Geordie accent, Ellie. I don't have a Geordie accent. I struggle to understand people from Newcastle sometimes with how they speak, depending how clearly they speak, Ellie. What was I going to say then? So yeah, I can speak. I have a different accent to a Geordie accent, basically. But I do understand most of what they say. It depends who's speaking. So Fled is saying it's a character. You look like him. You're Hitman 47. I don't know who that is, but I need to check it out, Flem. Ellie's saying, yeah, I have a Geordie accent. Oh, you're from Newcastle then? How's life in Newcastle? Nero saying, I like the Finnish rapper, Karija. He has that Eurovision song called Cha Cha Bing. Fan of no idea what that is. He has a Rammstein tattoo on his chest. Must be influenced by that type of music. Johnny saying Rammstein is a bit polarizing. Always gets accused of white supremacy. Not a bit political there as well, isn't it? Not good, mate. I don't know much about them though, if I'm honest. Forgive me, I'm not clued up on it. Ellie's saying, yeah, it's brilliant. Thanks. It's been snowing a lot and it's cold. I think the snow's might be. Ellie. I am from Chorley, which is near Manchester, 30 miles away from. I'm from Lancashire, basically. About 3 hours drive away, 3.5 hours drive away from you. Ramstein, sorry. Thanks. Johnny's saying you need to get the barcode tattoo from 47. LOL. I don't know what that is, mate. I really don't know what that is. I've caught up with the chat, which is good. Cyan saying Guinness flies. Guinness flies. What do you mean by Guinness flies? I don't know what you mean. Cyan. No idea. What was I going to say then? I'm going to talk about myself a little bit. I've had a tough week. Man. My energy's not been good. I think I've had post-viral fatigue, which means I've been ill for nearly a month. But I've been kept going. I'm doing overtime. I'm working, doing lives, exercising, living your life. And I've been really, really tired. And then I've had to deal with some mad things at work. They've not been good. What's happened? How do I say it? I can't mention names, but basically, imagine you've got a male who's in a band 6 position in the hospital, and that male is in a leadership position, and they were accused of being inappropriate to 3 female staff. Not good. And this investigation has been going on for 1 year, and it's come to the end of it now. And this person, this band 6 male, has admitted guilt, so guilty, for doing some things that you shouldn't do, let's say, towards women, which is wrong. And this person has been found guilty. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people have found this band 6 person to be a good person, like a decent person, like hardworking, knowledgeable, XYZ. But they've been accused of doing XYZ to these women, which is not good. Of course it's not good. And they've been let go. They've lost a job. This person's lost a job. They've lost a job. And what I found very disturbing and a bit morally bankrupt was this person who was found guilty of being inappropriate towards women has then, a lot of the team have had, they've signed a card for this person, and they've also like had they've all met up on Friday for drinks with this person. They've all met up for drinks with this person who was found guilty of being inappropriate towards women. And like, I think it's wrong. And then the victims, let's say the women in this situation who work where I work, they've not really supported, and they found out that they're having this party for this guilty person. I think it's really wrong. And I've been struggling with that this week. And these people, some of these people are in leadership positions that have gone to this party with this guilty person. I'm thinking that you shouldn't be doing that. It's morally bankrupt. I don't know the full story or the full ins and outs, but it's really, it's played in my mind. Let's say that. And I work at this place with this shit going on, and it's crazy. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a bit. I'm disappointed in some behaviour of some of the leadership where I work, because they're having a party. Imagine someone's guilty of being sexually inappropriate at your workplace, and then you go for a party, they get sacked, they get rid of them, and then you go to a party to celebrate them. What the fuck? That's what's happened this week. And I've been really tired and drained and really fed up. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm in the wrong place here. Why am I around this craziness? Anyway, that's my little story. I'll read the comments. Anyway, let's move on. Nero saying, Karinja cha-cha-cha. I meant to say, big fan. I have a full set list. Songs are in Finnish. A few, he sings some English. Wow, it's very specific Finnish music. Flies drinking Guinness is what I mean. Okay, Cyan, thank you for elaborating. Sandra's saying she loves Ramstein and Du Hast. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Nero saying work anxiety is tough. Yeah, it is. And where I've been working, Nero, there's been so many, it's so fucking chaotic. There's been so many people that are off sick. so much infighting between groups, and I'm like Switzerland in the middle of it all, just trying to be a good person, trying to do my job the best I can. There's so much mad shit going on, and it's just it's hard to navigate that. I'm trying my best. I don't think where I work matches my values. It doesn't align with who I am, but I rely on it for income. Anyway. Maybe a change is needed in the future. Johnny says Son is kind of trending on social media. I need to check these things out, guys. Nero saying, wow, that's crazy. That's scary. Yeah. Ellie's saying, what's it like in Manchester? I don't live there, Ellie, but I live close to it. It's a busy place. It's okay. It's a city. There's lots going on. Obviously, it's got crime, of course. But there's a lot. Manchester's there's a lot going on in Manchester. There's lots to see and do. Israel, it depends where you live in Manchester, though. There's quite a big place, isn't it? Israel is laughing. Cyan saying pool. Israel's laughing again. Rusty is saying, Rusty Nails, who's this musty clown ass switch hitting, rusty trombone tooting, all this clown shit? Obviously, a dusty jester has been marinated in their own nonsense way too long. You've put a lot of effort into that, Rusty, haven't you? I'll move on. Sandra's saying, do you like Baby Lasagna? Oh, yeah, they were at the... that's a Croatian band, of course. Johnny's saying, SH in the workplace is not acceptable. No, it's not. It's not, man. It's not. It's not. It's really not, Johnny. And the things that have happened, that have supposedly happened, I can't go into detail on, but they're not like full-on SH, but they're still inappropriate, like slapping bums or something like that, along that line, but really out of order. You don't do that to people. That's what's happened, Johnny, and that's what's been... He's admitted it. He's fucking admitted it. And then these people who've gone for drinks with him say goodbye, like, we miss you. We feel sorry that you're going. Like, you've just been imagine if that's your daughter or your partner or your mum or whatever. And it's just disgusting, Johnny. Fucking disgusting, mate. I'm fucking disappointed in the management, man. I really am. Like, morally bankrupt, mate. It's morally bankrupt. Anyway. Fucking shit, mate. Sorry, I'm going on. And there's a lot of other things that be pissing me off. But anyway, I'm mourning. I don't want to mourn too much. I love what I do. I love the work I do. And I work with some really nice people too. But it seems to be, there's a big cloud where I'm working at the moment with regards to people's behaviours. And there's so many people that are behave in such toxic ways. It's hard to navigate it. It's hard. That's all that. I say that much. Not the work, it's the people that's the problem sometimes. Anyway, Sandra's saying the question is for Nero, okay? Oh yeah, with regards to Baby Lasagna, okay? Zuki saying, damn, Brad, that's awful. Yeah, it's fucking bad, Zuki. It's fucking... My mind's blown. Marcus saying, can be banned. Why do you want to be banned, Marcus? Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was very wise. I hope that you can learn from that. Stoicism. Sandra's saying, Brad, it's very disappointing. Yeah, it's really disappointing. Fucking disappointing. Yeah. I'm not on about what I was on about before. Yeah. Nathan Dowling. Hi, Nathan. Good to see you again. Hope you're okay, Nathan. I hope you're okay. I hope that your life's going well. Good to see you again. Johnny's saying, yeah, the world's messed up. Really fucking is. Really, really is. And it's hard to, Johnny, and I'm sure you're aware of this, like, there's probably a lot of what my channel's about. It's like navigating all this mess. These people and the traumas and the behaviours that are not good. And it's navigating that as a more of an aware kind of person. It's really difficult. And I do have the wisdom myself, but I struggle myself sometimes, man. I don't have all the answers. Don't get everything right all the fucking time myself, man. It's hard. Anyway, but I do the best I can. Nero's then saying, of course, I love Baby Lasagna. I love the rap battle with Khalija. It's awesome. Cool. Johnny's then saying, I didn't realise it was an artist, lol. I thought Sander meant food. Yeah, I can see why he thinks Baby Lasagna is food. It's actually a band. Nero saying that the European music scene is awesome. The US just has country music and cheesy TikTok pop stars. Most people like different things, I suppose, with regards to music. Santa's saying agreeing with Nero. New user. What's your biggest goal in life and best advice? Okay, Nero, thank you for that. Not Nero, sorry. New user, thank you for the question. Thank you for joining us. I'll answer the best I can. What's my biggest goal in life? I suppose my biggest goal in life is become higher vibrational. You know what I mean? Just to become spiritually, I don't know, to achieve as much spiritual mastery as I can in this life. What's my biggest goal in life as well? Linked to that, what I've just said, is to become financially independent, you know what I mean? To become financially secure and to do things I love like this, to do this and to have financial freedom with doing this, what I'm doing now, and not have to bloody slave away at the NHS. It will be that. And to carry on helping people and supporting people and being a good person. That's what my biggest goal is in life, vaguely. The best advice, just trying to get it out in the short term. Trying to think now, guys. I think that things through. Give me a minute. My best advice is to lead your own life and be a kind, good person, but don't take any shit at the same time. Go for it. Dare to be shit. Dare to be shit. Just have a go at things. If you're thinking about something, just go for it and do it, and learn for it, and have the guts to have self-reflection. Look within. Look within is my best advice. Look within your insecurities and your fears. Look within to find the solutions within. There's more to it than that, but that's just a quick one. Saying, Sando, we really have good US music in US, loads of good music from the US, and now we have. I wouldn't even call it music. It's a joke. How bad? It's not as good as it used to be. I agree, Nero. Stella Wolf, why are you bald? Because I'm hereditary, mate. I've started to recede when I was younger, and then I shaved it all off. Santa saying, oh my God, Nero. Yes, the rap band was unreal. Johnny's then saying, the thing with music is there is always a lot of trash and some good ones. True. If we think about the old timers, we have the impression that the music was better, but the bad songs didn't survive. Exactly, Johnny. And some songs, what are they? They're instantly forgettable. So some songs are instantly forgettable. They're just average at best, and they've quickly forgotten. A lot of good music was in the 80s, but there's a lot of shit music too. You're right, Johnny. There's truth in that. Yep. Someone saying, Johnny, ha ha ha, love that. I love lasagna food. Yum. Nero saying, and I got into symphonic metal. Lots of great female European vocalists. Another great recommended, there's that band, Eleni, from Sweden. The song We Stand United. I have that song video on constant repeat. You must love that. Johnny on the right says, as a kid, I listened to Arch Enemy. Jellyboy. Hi, Jellyboy. Hello. My name is Brad. Thank you to anyone that's likes and subscribed, by the way. Ellie's saying, what's your favourite drink? Oh, good question. If I was drinking alcohol, it'd be red wine. If my favourite drink, though, good one. I love coffee. I love real orange juice, like actually from an orange, just orange juice. Fresh orange juice, real orange juice too. Good questions, Ellie. Thank you. Are you having a good day? I'm honest to God, I've had a hard fucking week, but my energy's a lot better compared to last week. So yeah, I'm having a good day, and I'm glad I'm on here. I enjoy doing this. I like to communicate honestly and genuinely, and meet like-minded people and listen to their stories too. So yeah, I'm having a good day. What's my favorite food? I'd say steak, medium rare. What's your favorite car brand? I have a Volkswagen, which is not like the best car brand in the world, but I just like it. It works well. Reliable cars, not too expensive to fix, safe cars. I know that sounds very boring, but there you go. But if I was going to have a favourite car, I'd say Porsche. I was going to choose one. But I love my Volkswagen. I've got a Volkswagen Polo. It's very reliable, and it's safe, and it looks good, and I like it. There we go. Jelly Boy's saying, what's your favourite car? I've just said that. What's your favourite car is the question. You're saying, Johnny, answer those questions yourself if you can. You're saying, Johnny, I'm looking for new young bands. Another new young band, Future Palace from Germany, metalcore, but really good. Mariah sort of said, great vocalist, young 28. I love Arch Enemy 2. LOL. Tell you what's a really good one, Nero. Ren. R-E-N. Check out Ren on YouTube. He's really, really good. Fucking really good. He's actually, I think he's Welsh. He's young. Ren is fucking good. It's almost like a singer rapper kind of thing. He's so talented. Really fucking talented. Ren. Check out Ren. Anyway, Johnny's saying dry or sweet wine. Fruity wine, I'd say. Spanish, Rioja, I'd say. I prefer. Jelly Boys, what's your favourite game? I say chess. I like games on PlayStations, but I don't play them anymore because it takes up too much of my time. I get very addicted. I've got an addictive personality, so I don't go play on PlayStations anymore because I'd just be consumed by it. So I stay away from it because I know I do appreciate the art fun, but I don't do it. But I do like chess. Nero saying, wonder if Angela Gosso returns as Arch Enemy vocalist or someone new. I'll move on. I don't know about that, sorry, Nero, but maybe other people do. Nathan saying, serenity and peace is what we desire but not deserve. Until we change collectively. The peace will only be as real as a picture on the wall. So close yet so far. Nathan, that's very wise. I'm going to share that one. Thank you. Pin the comment. So serenity and peace is what we desire but not what we deserve. It is what we desire, yes. Until we change collectively, we have to put the work in to achieve those things, Nathan, yes. Yeah, you've got to put the time and energy into that internal peace and that serenity. I agree, Nathan. Very wise. Thank you. Jelly Boy, man, it's Ferrari. Ferraris are amazing. Yeah. Johnny saying, I haven't listened to them in a while. Jakey saying, oh, damn, yeah, Ren is a legend. Ren, if you've not heard of fucking Ren, he's really fucking good. Really talented. Very, very creative. Like, out of this world creative, in my opinion. Stands out to fuck. Really good. But that's just my opinion. You might not agree. Everyone's got their own opinion, of course. Sandra's saying I love Ren. Yeah. So does Zuki, of course. Johnny said, check out Saltatio Mortis, kind of medieval metal. Wow, that's very specific, Johnny. Thanks for sharing. You've got some good ideas here. Zuki saying he has chronic Lyme disease, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. He shows it in his videos. Ren we're on about now, guys. He spent a lot of time in hospital with it. Yeah, he's really suffered. He has had a hard life. He looks healthy. He looks really well. If you look at him, you think, oh, he looks healthy, young and good. Yeah. He spent a lot of time in hospital, Zuki. He suffered, that person. Ren is great, Johnny's saying. But also REM. Yeah, going back to the 90s with the REM. What's your favourite time of year, Jolly Boy's asking? I would say spring's great. Ooh, good one. I'd say spring. But I love autumn too. I suppose you've got to make the best of all the seasons. But I'd say spring. Nero saying, I love Battle Beast from Finland. The great vocalist Nura Luhimio, can't say that properly, sorry, just left to do solo career, but check out her work with Battle Beast, okay? PK 2024 saying, 1 Peter 2, Let me read it. New International Version 24. He himself bore our sins in his body on the cross, so what we might die to sins and live for righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. I'll send some love and respect back to you with regards to the biblical sayings that you're sharing. Sandra's asking where Nero's from. Sandra's saying, Nathan, that's so beautiful. Absolutely. Nero's saying, upstate New York. Wow, where are you? How's life in New York, Nero? I think I've already asked you questions with regard to that. Specifically New York. Has it gone down the hill in New York? I can imagine the rent being expensive there as well, or the cost of living being expensive there. I've been to New York in 2007, but only as a tourist, of course, for 6 days. That's a long time ago when I went there. Johnny saying, I love diazepam. The song, not the medication. I thought you meant the medication then, Johnny. I've never heard of them either. Nathan saying, Sandra, thank you. I just made it up, thought about it whilst making a fire pit today. A lot of, yeah, very wise, Nathan, very wise. Jellyboy, do you play Fortnite? No, I don't. Sorry, mate. I know it's a big game, a very popular game, but I don't play it. I'm assuming that you do, Jellyboy. Johnny's saying, Nathan, that's some philosophy material there. Yeah, very deep, very profound, very specific as well. Very good. Very thought-provoking and deep. Very nice. Thank you. Anyway, you're saying, yes, I'm the only weird person in upstate New York that likes Eurovision and European metal. Yes, REM, great band from past. Losing My Religion's a great song. Yeah, it is. Top song. Yeah, as an American loving Eurovision, yeah, very specific, isn't it? It's good to be original. It's good to be different. Anyway, moving on. Nathan saying, thank you to Johnny. I appreciate it. Johnny saying, Losing My Religion is classic. It's a great song. I agree. Never gets, it stood the test. Some songs stand the test of time. And Losing My Religion by REM will be one of those, in my opinion. Not me singing, Nathan saying, that's me in the corner. Yes, Losing My Religion, that's the one. Nero saying, New York State is fine, but you have to travel to New York City to see the European bands when they come. And I can't afford to get into New York City. Oh, yeah, I can imagine the city being so expensive. Jellyboy saying, I've sold. Thanks, Jellyboy. I appreciate that. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Yeah, sending out some appreciation there. Sanders saying, wow, from New York City. And you are also really clever, Nero. Yeah, Nero, yeah, I'd agree. Very open-minded perspectives you're displaying with regards to how you're typing things. Absolutely agree there, Sander. SSGT, Sebastian Tudor. Good morning, Sebastian. Losing My Religion is a great song. Yeah, it is. Top song. Never just timeless, basically, meaning that it sounds as good now as it did then. That's what the great songs give. Just the way they just stand the test of time. They age very well, basically, those types of songs. Abelino, was machst du? I can't say that, sorry. Johnny, can you answer that? You probably can because you speak German. Excuse my language barrier. My linguistic skills are limited. I'm really sorry, guys. Nero then says, I love US bands from past, like Disturbed, Mudvayne, etc. Sorry, Nero, you're blowing my mind with all the bands because I don't know a lot of these bands that you're on about. Forgive my limited musical knowledge there, really. It's good to hear different people's perspectives. And when you listen to people that share these new experiences, you can find hidden gems there. So thank you for sharing. Johnny's saying, Albino, nicked veal undo. I'm saying that really badly, I know. KGS saying, bald head, angry face. Yeah, bald head, Nick. Neil saying, Sander, then you get to see any bands you want. Live Nation owns the clubs there in New York City, so the bands only go there or Worcester. Okay. Anonymous is saying, bro. Hi, Anonymous. How are you? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm going to share something else about my life in a minute. This week as well, I've talked about how I felt low energy-wise. I've got through the week, been a bit run down, blah, blah, blah. Not always me, it's just how I felt. I've been dealing with, let's say, some morally bankrupt people that I work with that's been disappointed because I expected better from them, but it is what it is. And then I've also been struggling with, I work in orthopedics and I work really hard. I'm a very competent person, and but there's no continuity. You need continuity to be to do what I've got to do. Like doing a hip replacement, being a scrub for that, it takes a lot of, you need continuity to do it. It's not fucking easy. You probably can't picture what it involves, but it's a lack of continuity. And then it's just really frustrating. Anyway, I'll shut up. It's been really frustrating. I need to let it go. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about that. Nero say disturbed. You didn't hear Sound of Silence cover. No. User ducks. When you order, right, said Fred from Team U. God, they were that band was bad. Oh, they were bad. Right, said Fred was shocking. Does anyone remember that band? Oh, they were bad. They were bad, mate. Even then, they were bad. Johnny on the right saying, Sound of Silence is awesome, that with that deep voice. Mira saying, what's up, Baldy? My name's Brad. How are you? User Ducks is saying, I love Deeply Dippy. Each their own, User Ducks. How am I doing, Mira? I'm doing all right. I try to be nice, kind, and respectful, though. I hope that you can be respectful back. I expect respect back, really. And good to be a good person, respectful person, Mira. I hope that we can go down that road together. Respectfully, you know. I'll give you the time of day, but just be respectful. I am bald. It could be deemed to be rude to call someone bald, but it's bald. It's okay. I'm all right with it. I love myself. Do you love yourself is the question, Mira. Do you like yourself? Do you like your life? Is it good? Anyway, Nero's saying, Sander, you like rock metal. Do you go to see shows? I like to go out in New York City, place to be, but rent is like $4,000 a month for a small place, right? I've watched some videos, YouTube videos of people living in New York, Nero, and the rent is ridiculous. That's just for the rent. It's just not. It's not achievable for the average person, is it? It's crazy, man. It's just so difficult out there, especially if you're living in New York City, and you're not going to get a lot for your money either, as I'm sure you know more than most because you're from that area. Where am I from? Local program. I live in Chorley, mate. I live 30 miles away from Manchester in England. Anonymous is laughing. LOL. Nero says, I can't afford rent in New York City. Do you know what, Nero? I reckon I believe that most people, 99% of humanity wouldn't be able to afford that. $4,000 a month for rent. For what? A one-bedroom apartment or something like that, I'm assuming. Ridiculous, isn't it? Johnny's saying, that's crazy, Nero. Down here, you can rent a nice house with a pool for about $500. Wow. In Paraguay. Kamal Khan. Hey, from Chudling Pong, New York. Where are you from? Kamal, that's very different. I was live in New Zealand. Do you like living in New Zealand? Interesting. Where am I from? Chorley, in England. Northwest England, near Manchester. Sander's saying, what the fuck, Nero? That's expensive. Yeah, it is, Sander. Really, really has shot through the roof in recent times, especially with regards to the rent. User Duck saying, good, you can laugh at yourself. Good on you, mate. Yeah, I think it's a healthy way to be. I'll laugh at my own expense sometimes. Obviously, I'll stick up for myself when I need to, of course. It's good to have a good sense of humour, User Ducks. Fucking right, man. Life, you shouldn't take life seriously all the time either. You shouldn't take yourself seriously all the time, in my opinion. No one gets out of life, do they? So, that kind of logic. And you've got a great and stressful job. Yeah, I have got a stressful job. Thanks for understanding. My sister is a theatre practitioner. User Ducks, I'm band 5 scrub nurse. I've done it for 4.5 years. So yeah. How long's she done that for, User Ducks? And yeah, that's interesting. Thanks for sharing that, User Ducks. Nero saying, Johnny, where is that? It's Paraguay. Paraguay, yeah. Your eye colour is rare. It's got green eyes, man. Might not be able to see it on this camera now, but on this phone, should I say. Green eyes, mate. Kamal Khan saying, hey, bro, New York's crisis is the same to New Zealand. Very expensive rent. Kamal, it's happening everywhere, Kamal. It's happening everywhere in different ways. Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, England, France, Germany. The list goes on. Tougher times. Zuki saying, Mira, does not excuse you for being vile. It's a sign that you have any work still to do. Yeah, absolutely, Zuki. Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. Thank you to anyone that's watching, by the way. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. It means a lot. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Nero then says, Sandy, you said you lived there. How much is the average rent? I do think no, for sure, but I saw online a place that much. I don't know for sure. A typo error there. Sorry, I'm trying to decipher. How much is for rent? I'll say it, for where I am, an apartment, it's not too bad. It's 675. No, I tell a lie. It used to be 725. It's gone up just for the rent, but then you've got council tax. You've got water bills, energy bills, let's say, a TV license. It adds up. But it's nothing like New York, Nero, for the rent here. But the other in England, there's other taxes as well. They get you other ways. Where I live, it's not too. I live in a nice, calm place. I'm not paying city prices. If I was to live in Manchester, then it starts to go to £1,500, £2,000 for rent in Manchester, and you're not going to get much for your money. But that's city prices. Anyway, DAWG2. I'm going to lose my job. I'm a little bit scared now. You're going to lose your job. Sorry, man. What's happened? WG2, what's happened? How's that happened? Why are you going to lose your job? Please, can you elaborate? Someone from town, what are you talking about? Just joined. Someone from town. I'm just going with the comments. I'm reading all the comments. The topics are changing as we go along. It's community-driven content. I'm reading through all the comments. So if you want to talk about something, go for it. Bring something up. Penny's only 5492. You've had a tough weekend. My wife told me she's been having an affair with my brother and they're moving in together. Absolutely broken. Oh, man. Penny's only. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's awful, man. Your brother. Do you know what, man? You deserve better than that. Well, if your wife's done that, at least she's showing you who she is. She's cheating on you. She's not to be trusted. Your brother's showing you who he is. If that's happened, it's disgusting. You've been stabbed in the back. They're not nice people. I just live. Do you know what? They deserve each other then. They deserve each other because they're both lying and they're cheating and they're shitbags. So you just live your life, Pennies only, and it must be really difficult. But they're not your people. Just live your life. Be healthy. Success is the best form of revenge. It really is. And you don't want people like that in your life, people that do those types of things, that stab people in the back. That's awful. And that can really hit hard if it's your brother as well. Absolutely. That's disgusting. I'm really sorry to hear that, Penny told me. I'm sorry to hear that. That's all I've got to say. But live your best life. Move forwards the best you can. Mira's saying, call your wife here. But Mira, you're not being very nice, are you? Something wrong with you. Anime saying hi. Elijah, are you bald? Guys, am I bald? I don't know. I think I've still got loads of hair. Joke included there. Of course I am. User Duck saying 30 years. Started in St. James's, Leeds. Wow. Now in Sligo, Ireland. Wow, User Duck, she's done that. Your sister's done that for a long, long, long time. She's very experienced. Leeds, yeah, not far from where I am, really. About an hour and a half drive from where I am is Leeds. Nero saying Paraguay is $500 a month. I will look into that. I suppose, though, you've got to have an income as well, haven't you? What are the opportunities like in Paraguay is the question. Do I speak Hindi? No. I speak English only, sorry. Sorry, Anime, I can't speak Hindi. Johnny saying, DAWG, don't lose hope. It will turn out fine. Oh, that's nice of you to say, Johnny. That's DAWG stories off. Mustn't be easy, that. It's not nice. Zuki saying that she's sorry. Zuki saying that he's sorry to hear that that's happened to you. Johnny saying if you're looking for a small apartment, you can find something like $150 to $200. Oh, that's great. Cheap. What's the average wage? I'm assuming it's less. You've got to weigh it up, I suppose. DAWG saying it's a meme, bro. It's not aimed at me, so it's not about you. All right, no worries. Nero saying, how am I vile? I said nothing bad. Nero, no. You never said anything bad at all. I don't know. Who said you said something vile? Nero, you've never said anything vile at all. I don't know why. Sorry. I'm sorry if I've got my wires crossed, Nero. You've not said anything vile at all. Please elaborate on what you mean. You've not said anything bad at all, man. You've been great. Anyway, sorry if I've missed something or miscommunicated. If I've miscommunicated anything there, I apologise, by the way, because Nero, you've been sound, really good to have you on here. Very lucky to have you on here, to be fair. You've not said anything vile at all. You've been respectful and smart and open-minded throughout. I'm sorry if I gave that impression too. If I did, I'm speaking in real time here. If I've made a mistake, I hold my hands up. I'm really sorry if I did. I'm really sorry if I did. Nathan saying life itself is like a candlestick. It's fickle and warm and embrace life upon its structure. But even the candle goes out eventually. Care for the candle which bursts flames, or it's extinguished by neglect. Absolutely true. Yes. Don't burn the candle at both ends, as they say. I'll say it again. Don't burn the candle at both ends. I used to do that when I was younger, especially. But partying all the time and then working hard, and it just burns out really quickly. But the candle does go out eventually for all of us. Yeah. Look after the candle yourself the best way you can. Suki saying not use Nero. Sorry if I gave that impression. Nero saying I'm talking about cost of living. That's all. Nero, you've been absolutely respectful all the way through. DAWG2 said it's a meme, bro. Okay, move on. Nero saying I'm searching the globe, wondering if I have options. No problem only. Yeah, that's actually quite smart. Nero, do you know what? I think about moving as well too. I really do. About relocating. So you're not the only one. I'm there with you. Looking at other places to live. I always think about it. I love hearing different people's stories as well about where they live. I always ask those questions when I'm on here. Kill saying slot out. Hashtag slot out. Okay. Sander's saying, what the F, that's devastating. I think it was a meme, Sander, what that person said. They're just chucking it out there. Anyway, Nero saying, Europe looks awesome to me. If I had the money, I would love to move there to live. Depends whereabouts in Europe, should I say, Nero. Some better than others. Sander saying, Nathan, that's wonderful. Thank you for all the lovely wisdom you bless us with. Absolutely agree, Sander. They're great. It's great. Thank you. Thank you to Nathan. Yeah, absolutely. Johnny's saying Paraguay. Let's say it's an acquired taste. But yeah, before I spoke to you, Johnny, I just didn't even think about Paraguay ever. Never thought about it. Yeah, I just didn't. Sorry, but that's the truth. So I say, Nero, where would you live? I'm from Eastern Europe, living in the UK. UK is shocking to me. Yeah, Sander, yeah, I can see why. Sander saying, Johnny, why is it an acquired taste? What Paraguay? Good question. Chicken Head. Hi, Chicken Head. How are you doing? Do you wax your head? No, I don't wax my head. I put like face creams on. I put cream on my head sometimes to moisturize it, yeah? Teddy Sylvester, my granddad has passed away. Teddy, I'm really sorry to hear that, Teddy. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way, Teddy. I'm sorry that your granddad's passed away. Sending love, respect, and condolences. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope that you're okay, and I'm sure it's not easy. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Nero saying, Sander, number one choice right now for me is Helsinki, Finland. Wow. What to move to? It's the language is much more different though. I know that. So like, if you've seen school, the word school, and you've seen it in German, I forgot what it is in German, but it's similar. If you've seen it in Spanish, it's similar, the word school, for example, but the word school in Finnish would be a long, long, long fucking word that's totally different. So it's you'd have to learn the language. But I bet it's a nice place to live. The cost of living is a lot higher in Finland, I know that. However, the wages are probably going to match it. It's meant to be a good place to live. Johnny's saying, basically, the culture shock is very different from Western culture. I can believe it. Oh, I can believe that, absolutely. Zuki's sending love and respect to Teddy. I'm so sorry to hear that, absolutely. Thank you, Zuki. Sandra's saying, oh, interesting, Nero, why? Minimum wage is around $450 a month. Wow. How much is food in Paraguay? How much does it cost for food, etc.? Bills. You got tax to pay, rent to pay for. What other taxes are there? And Nero said, I misunderstood someone in the chat, my bad. Nero, it's really easily done. I do it sometimes. I misunderstand things. Now, it's only the written word, so it's so easy to do that. And understandable as well, so it's all good. I do it sometimes. Sanders then saying, maybe you can confuse himself with Mira, lol. Nero, Mira, similarity in pronunciation. Yes. Yes, it was Mira. Yeah, thanks. Mira was being disrespectful. Nero, you heard Mira and I thought it was you. Yeah, that could have happened. Teddy says hi to Sander. Sander says, Nero, we are so lucky to have you here, truly. Thank you for being here. I agree, absolutely. Hi, Teddy, how are you? Sander says. Teddy says, good. Nero says, Sander, it's okay. It's okay. It's easy to get mixed up. So you asked about baby lasagna, right? Yeah, she did. Thomas Ralling, woke up this morning to find my dog kill my cat in the night. Any advice? Wow, mate. Sorry to hear that, man. Your dog killed your cat in the night. Any advice? Is your dog violent? I don't know, man. What do you do with that one? Is your dog violent to anyone else? How is it with children? How is it with other people? How is your dog's temperament? Is the question. If it kills your cat, well, for one, I wouldn't have any more pets around it because it's going to kill them. which is not good. And the advice is, can you, I don't know, educate and teach your dog to behave a bit better, a bit more, you know what I mean? Maybe some lessons needed there. Maybe you'd hire like the dog whisperer kind of person, like a behavioral dog expert to help you to teach how your dog how to behave. Maybe that's my advice there. Not that I'm an expert on those things. And so I'm saying, yes, you know, they come from my country, but I wouldn't be having any more pets in the house if the dog's killing them. Not good, is it? So I'm saying, Thomas, what the F? Yeah, it's crazy. Nero saying, are you from Croatia, Sander? Sander says, yes. Teddy saying, Teddy, what the F? Nero saying, Sander, awesome. I love Baby Lasagna as much as I love Khadija. Did you see Baby Lasagna live? Sander says, Nero, no, not yet, unfortunately, but I'd love to. Nero saying, I'd love to see them live. Nathan says, I live on the island alone and felt such joy to climb the tall hill. So I spent all day climbing higher until I reached the top and gazed at the sea below. I cried, not from joy, but I forgot my phone. Oh, good one. Funny. I suppose sometimes it's good to enjoy the moment instead of taking pictures. Santa says, same here, Nero. Santa's laughing at Nathan with regards to his quote, his joke, let's say. Nero says, Santa, the Croatia act prior to Baby Lasagna was very eccentric. The year Khadija got second place, I do like Loreen from Sweden. 2, she has a new album coming. Love her songs, Tattoo and Euphoria. Okay, sorry, I don't know about those, but I'm just reading it out. Loreen is a typo, error from Nero. So Johnny's then saying, food is great and cheap. Tax is basically 10% of the cost, living overall very low. Public services on infrastructure is not that good. That's the downside, I suppose. So cost of living is less. Santa saying, oh my God, love Loreen too. Her songs are amazing. Santa then says, LOL, great advice, bad LOL. No more pets. No, not the dogs killing everything. 666, as we say in England. Okay. Nero is then saying, in addition to European music, food, European sights to see, like the buildings, the way the land looks, the way the people are, it looks beautiful. But Nero, please bear in mind, there is a lot of beautiful places. They're great places. I've been to York in England, lovely. Edinburgh in England, lovely. Oxford in England, lovely. But there's a lot of shitholes as well, Nero. A lot of shitholes, trust me now. And Europe has the same thing. There's a lot of pros, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of it's never perfect. You might already know that, but anyway, I'll move on. And where the people are, it depends where you go. Depends where you go, mate. Depends where you go. And your perception, I suppose, as well. Jack, do you like honey? Yes, honey's great. Yeah, I do. Kevin saying, where is your family? What are you doing on here? Kevin, what am I doing on here? I'm just speaking. My channel is about personal growth, being a good person, working through trauma, making sense of the world, trying to become a higher vibrational person. It's about dealing with toxic people a lot of the time. I talk about those things. Today, I'm just reading through the comments, Kevin. That's what I'm doing. I'm just talking on here, giving my honest perspectives, trying to be as genuine as I can. And that's it, really. Hope you're okay, Kevin. My name is Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, should I say. Sandra's agreeing that European music is amazing. Sandra says she loves honey. What's your favourite song? I'm going to go with, what's it called? Other Side by Red Hot Chili Peppers. What's your favourite song, Jack? But there's a lot of songs I love. Depends in what mood I'm in. Santa saying, Sander, I agree. I will just say something coming from the US. I'm impressed by how many good European bands out there. The US just has corporate generic music, no creativity. Yeah, basically what you're saying is, Nero, it's like formulated. It's a formula, isn't it? Bland, soulless music. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Sadly. Less creativity, genuine creativity by the sound of what Nero's saying. Teddy's going, yes, it's a fucking shithole. A lot of England is. Oh, trust me. It really is. It's gone downhill. Santa's saying, Teddy, LOL, what is England? Some of England's a shithole, man. Yeah. Nero saying, I agree with the horse. Not everywhere in Europe is the greatest, but the places I've seen look awesome. Like Rome, for example, awesome. There's a lot of awesome places, yeah. It's good to do like you're already doing it with Nero in real time, doing your research about places, learning about places, asking people's perspective on this, that, the other. That helps you to find the good places to go, I suppose. So I'm saying, I believe that Europe on the whole has a much better quality of life and looks better. People are look healthier, weather is nicer and food is delicious. Yeah, if you're going to go to Croatia or you're going to go to Italy, let's say, that would be true, Sander, in my opinion. Jack is saying, my favourite song is Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood. Bad to the Bone's a great song, yeah. That's an old, I've not heard that one for ages. That's a great song. I agree, Jack. Absolutely. Nino saying, other side, Red Hot Chili Peppers, 90s, USA, best era of music ever. I miss it. Yeah, it was a great era of music. I think we took it for granted at the time, Nero. I'd love to see them live too. I've not seen them live yet, but I will do, hopefully, in the near future, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Sandra's saying, Nero, I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. Absolutely. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. I appreciate you all. I'm just sending out some appreciation again. I keep saying these things, but it's good to send out appreciation. Sandra's saying, I'd love to see Red Hot Chili Peppers live. Yes, I agree, Sandra. Needs to be done. My friend saw them 33 times. Wow. 33 times. That's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. That person must be obsessed with them to see them 33 times. I've got what do I do going forwards is the question. I talk about specific things sometimes. They're very like thought-provoking, but it doesn't get me as many views. This gets me more views by just going with the comments. I feel like it's getting better responses, me just going with the comments. Is that how I go? Is that how I carry on going forwards is the question I need to ask myself. But the downside is when you go in with just like general comments, you get more trolls. I'm not saying that you guys here are trolls, but you do get more of them. And when I talk about deeper things, more specific things, like I talk about narcissism, just for example, I don't know. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought, guys. Sorry. I need to think that through. Nathan's saying, feeling shattered is a great word to describe oneself when going through tough times. Yeah, because shattered is often associated to a mirror, a reflection of oneself on the ground, rock bottom, messy. Yeah, I'm shattered, I'm in pieces, Nathan. That's great. Thanks for sharing all your wisdom. It's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, being shattered is it's like a mirror shattered in pieces on the floor, like rock bottom. Everything's a mess. Being shattered. Yeah, I've never thought of the word shattered in that way before. That's very true, Nathan. Thanks. Sandra says, yes, Europe still gets influenced by Western music. Could we even go as far as saying Western, let's say Western music, American music's gone downhill. What about Hollywood, Nero? Hollywood, the movies are not as good. Is it the sign of a declining superpower? The superpower is the USA, isn't it? Is it on the decline? I'd say yes, it is. And Sandra then says, oh my God, I'm mind blown. Never thought of it like that. It's so true. Yeah, it is. I agree. Or was the US influenced by Europe? Aussie, says Nero. Aussie, Def Leppard from England. Yeah, to an extent. I think it works both ways. To an extent. I think America influenced England in a lot of ways, though. Because America's in current times and recent times, America's the superpower. But that doesn't last forever. You can't be at the top forever. Or can you? Maybe, but usually not. There's a rise and there's a fall of empires, isn't there? Johnny's saying, I think you could do both, just casual chat, specific topics. Yeah. I think the next one's going to be a specific topic then, Johnny. I think so. We'll see how I feel. I like to see how I feel as well at the time. Yeah, a bit of both, a bit of a balance, Johnny. Wise. Thanks, Johnny. Boojo saying we're a mess because we are divided. Yeah, divide and conquer kind of thing, Boojo, as well. Johnny saying philosopher Nathan. Yeah. I generally tend to have a philosophical mindset naturally myself. I just like that. That's the way I think. I like it. It's interesting. Thought-provoking, deeper. Nero says, didn't Black Sabbath start metal music? In their own way, they'd be linked to it. Yes, absolutely. Bujo says, by race, interest, and religion. Yeah, nationality, religion, race, interest, politics. It's all to divide people, Bujo. Absolutely agreed. It's a mess. Nero saying, yes, the US movies are now unwatchable. A lot of them are shit. Sorry, they are. Some of them are still good, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as it used to be. I'm showing me age here, Nero. But yeah. Jojo saying, not so messy. I can see it. I can see it too. I can see it too. Nathan saying, I never thought about being so philosophical, Johnny. I'm just an artist who likes a good drawing. Very wise, Nathan. Nathan saying, Johnny, you're pretty cool. Yeah. Good, great person. Great person. Bujo saying we must unite our natures. Yeah. Not to be as divided by religion or race or skin color or beliefs. No, we're all energy, really. All energy goes back to the source. We're energy, in a way. We forget these things. Bujo, thanks for sharing. I agree with what you're saying. Nero saying, I did like one US movie on Netflix called The King, 2019. The King, yeah, I've seen it. It's a good film. It's a good film. What's that Stephen King film called? The Long Walk. Have you seen The Long Walk? That's fucking good. That's quite a new film. I loved that film, actually. Very dystopian. Very good film. Very. I enjoyed it anyway. Someone's saying 67. All right, whatever. Someone's saying I love philosophy. I do too. Philosophy is linked to law, isn't it? People who go to law school study philosophy as well. Helps with debating. I'll go for a few more minutes, guys, and I'm going to stop because I've been going for a while. Nero saying my favourite US movie based in England is V for Vendetta. Yeah, that's a good film. That's a good few years old now, isn't it? It's a great movie, Nero. Yeah. I've been going for nearly 3.5 hours. I'm going to stop soon, guys. Sorry, I'm running out of steam. Running out of steam today. Oh God, what do I do live next? That's a good question. I'll go with the floor. Thanks to anyone that's liked. Yeah, 2006, Nero, you're right. Yeah, God, time flies. 20 years ago, basically. Shit. Wow. Yeah. I'm just going quiet for a moment. Just recollect, just gathering my thoughts. So I work as a full-time scrub nurse. I do my best to do lives when I can, and I try to make them as interesting and as varied as possible and thought-provoking and as deep as possible. But obviously, I do this as well, just talking through going with the flow kind of chats, which I've done today. I wish I could be a bit more. I always do Sundays, like 10, half 10 in the morning UK time. I start the lives on a Sunday nearly every week. I'd some weeks I just do like Saturday. I've tried to do the lives during the week, but it depends on what I'm doing and on my energy levels. I wish I could do more of this. And maybe in the future at some point I will do eventually when I become monetized, let's say. I'll be able to do that then. More. I'll be able, when I become monetized, that'll give me the freedom to create more content. But for now, that's how it works. So I just do random Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, Wednesday nights, whenever I can, or Saturdays. But anyway, let me move on. Zuki saying, thanks, Brad, and all. Great chats today. Thanks, Zuki. Yeah, I've enjoyed it today. It's been great. Thanks for contributing again. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being a great moderator too. You're saying Stephen movie, Carrie, new one called It, The Scary Clown. I haven't seen it. Yeah, Stephen King's fucking a great author. Stand By Me. Remember Stand By Me, Nero? Stephen King. The Long Walk is a great film. It's a new one by Stephen King. It's fucking really good. Watch it. If you get the chance, watch that. If you want to, of course. He's a great author, one of the best of all time, in my opinion. He didn't make the movies. No, I know, sorry. I know he didn't make the movies. And he's written the books. He wrote the books. Yes, you're right, Nero. Nathan is saying, my skin is atoms, trillions light years old, from the cosmos to the earth, from the creature greatly small. Until I perish, and because of a new form, these atoms will remain, for they shall go beyond. Bye. I'm trying to understand that. Thanks, Nathan, for sharing. Very wise again. Sorry, I'm going a bit quiet now. Stand By Me, yes. The song's amazing. The movie's amazing, in my opinion. Nero, The Long Walk reminds me of Stand By Me in a way, a little bit, because of the attire, etc. Taylor said, there's a spider behind me, is there? Good one. Nathan saying goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Nathan. Thank you for being with us today. I'm going to go for a few more minutes, guys, and I'm going to stop. I'm going to keep creating more content, of course. I don't know what my next live is going to be about yet. I need to think. I need to plan it. Nero saying Stand By Me, typo. Movie was great. Song by same name. Yes, amazing. Both amazing. Yeah, the song and the film are great. River Phoenix, isn't it? When he was alive, was in that, amongst other people. Yeah, The Long Walk's fucking good. Nero, in my opinion, it's brutal. It's brutal. But it's very, you're on the edge of your seat throughout the whole movie. It's so captivating, that movie. The review, I think the reviews on IMDb are like 6.9 or something. In my opinion, it deserves higher, but that's my opinion. It's a really good film. It came out about 6 months ago. I watched it at the cinema. It was fucking, really good. You might have seen it, but you're not sure. It's about young men from each state in America. It's dystopian. It's in the future. There's no jobs or opportunities. Everything is dystopian future in America. And one young male adult from each state has to go for a long walk. And if you stop walking, they shoot you in the head. And you have to keep walking. And you have to be the last man standing, basically. That's the basics of it. It's a great film. Anyway, my opinion. I'll move on. Nero saying, yes, River, his brother Phoenix did the Joker. Yeah, Joaquin was his brother. Yeah, he did the Joker. He's a great actor too. Really talented. That was a great film, The Joker. The first one. The second one got, I see the second one too. I thought it was okay. But the first one's the best, isn't it? A lot of people slagged it off, didn't they? The sequel to The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Like a musical, wasn't it? He was also in Gladiator, yes. And amongst other films too. You're right, Nero. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it a day. If you check out my channel, if anyone that's liked and subscribed, I really appreciate you all. If you do want to email me, I'll reply the best I can. It's www.inspirationalambivert.com. If you check out my channel, there's an email address. If you want to email me, I will respond. If you want to, you don't have to, of course. I'm live on a consistent basis as much as I can. So hopefully I'll catch you all guys again. Hopefully I'll catch you guys again soon. Please enjoy next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Keep fucking look after yourselves. Don't take any shit though at the same time. I always say that. Thanks for contributing. Thanks for being with me today. Thanks for sharing your wisdom and your stories, and just for contributing to the collective consciousness that we're creating here. It's all good. I'll just read these last comments. Booju saying, I recently saw Miriam Max. I don't know what that is, Booju, sorry. The second one was Lady Gaga, musical. Didn't watch, that's dumb. A lot of people didn't like it, Nero. No. Lady Gaga's very talented, though, to be fair. Nero saying, okay, thanks for the chat, I enjoyed. Yeah, it was a great chat. Thank you for being with us throughout, Nero. You've been great. Silas saying, one of my favourite actors of all time is Joaquin Phoenix. The Joker film is a masterpiece. Yeah, it is. It is. I really enjoyed it so much. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to have to call it a day. I need to stop. I've been going for 3.5 hours, so that's long enough. I will try and be live at some point this next week. Okay, I'll be live on Sunday, and I'll do my best to be live during the week at some point next week. Nero saying, same to you and everyone in the chat. Sandra, nice to meet you. And Sandra then says, what a great live. Thank you to everyone. I really enjoyed it and grateful to you all. Yeah. Okay, thank you for your time, guys. I'm going to leave you to it. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thank you for your time, and goodbye.